What's up? What's up? What's up, Grand Rising? Happy Wootens Day to you, people. I'm testing this new mic. Y'all see it? So y'all give me an idea of how it sounds over the motor. I don't know why my Africa train won't stay straight. Can y'all hear it good over the motor? It's right here, so I want to know if I should take the headphones off and just keep the mic going, because it's hard for me to tell. So I need you all to let me know. Grand Rising, what's going down? So let me know what you think about the sound. Can you hear it over the motor? Because people have been complaining about that they can't really hear me. And then when I listen to the playback, I agree with them. So I had the mic all along, but I figured I was talking loud enough, but it's hurting my throat, so we need to see. Mic sounds good over the motor. I know you still can hear the motor, but you can hear me a lot more a lot more clear, right? And I don't have to yell so loud. It's better. Thank you, Sonia. Grand Rising to you, sis. How you doing? Yeah, getting ready to start my day. That's good. So now at least I know, because I have to put it here, because if I put it here, I realize that you still can't really hear me that well. But I put it here on my glasses. That way it's still sort of close to my mouth or whatever. Pause. So I'm getting ready to start. I got a light out on the trailer. I don't know what's wrong with these dudes. I'm gonna have to start reporting these dudes, because if it was me, they'd report me. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the local guys, most of the local company guys are, you know, Europeans. And so they go on to do the what they call it, preload. So they go to the customer, load it up, bring it, set it on the yard. And then since I'm an over the road guy, and they be having me all over the place, all I gotta do is come to the yard, grab it, and go. But every time the last 2 trailers I grabbed had problems. So they were supposed to check these trailers before they took them to go get loaded. So now here I am having to fix a problem that should have been fixed. I'm supposed to just get it and go. And I've been giving them I've been giving them like a pass or whatever, because you know, I don't want to get folks in trouble. This is their livelihood. They got to support their kids or whatever. Even though, you know, they from other nations, I ain't trying to be like that, because I'm not that type of person. But the last 2-3 trailers I picked up all had problems, and they loaded on the yard, loaded. Like, I never do that. If they send me to do a preload, because sometimes I preload for guys, and I make sure that trailer is ready and right. I don't want nobody to come back and say, you know, hey, Rakin he didn't do this and do this and do. And then when they come to holler at me about it, they're gonna be like, why you didn't fix the light? See, they be all aggressive with me, but see, I be trying to get them a pass. But this is the 2nd trailer in a row that I picked up that had a light problem, right? So I'm gonna give them 2 strikes. The next time I pick up a trailer and it ain't right, I'm gonna have to report it. Simple as that. So you can't say I'm not a fair dude. Let me add up my time right quick. Let's see, 8, that's 2, plus 10. So yeah, I can go ahead and start. Now I got to go up into the shop and try to get them to fix the light, and watch how they gonna play me. We sort of busy right now, so you're gonna have to wait. That's how they play you. You know what I'm saying? They be standing around drinking coffee. Well, we're busy right now, but we'll fix it. It's gonna take a minute though. That's how every time. Maybe this time might be the morning that they don't act like that, because we'll see. It's right up here, so that's why I'm just keep the camera on me. That way, ain't nobody later on in the company can go back and review my videos and say, oh man, you showing the company that's illegal? So they can't do that if it's showing me. You can't say it's illegal if I'm showing myself. You can't see their yard, you can't see the trucks and none of that. So, you know, they'll look for any little reason to bash the brother man. And I be trying to be cool, get them chances and stuff, and they don't be doing stuff right. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? This should be good right here. So let me walk in here and see. Y'all give me 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes, please. Need a mic here because I don't want to disconnect the mic. Just 2 seconds. It shouldn't take them long to do this. Of course, it's always something. Did I tell you? Did I tell you? It's always something, guys. They find any reason to complain. I mean, anything. This shit is crazy. I go in and, hey, hold on, what am I doing? I go in the garage and I tell one guy, I guess they must be apprentices or something, mechanic apprentices or something. And so he go get the lead, the other mechanic. He's been here a while, so I've dealt with this guy before. Hey, just let me know when to turn them on. So, he go get him right here in the office drinking coffee. See, I knew it. And now all of a sudden hey man, you guys don't supposed to be in the shop area. So I waited a few minutes and I said, well, make sure they put some signs up. And if they put some signs up and said drivers shouldn't be in the shop area, then I wouldn't be in here. You should have seen the way he was looking after I said that. Ain't no sign nowhere. How am I supposed to know? And of course, I'm looking at some wire issue. my damn fuse. But I've learned once they start working on the lights, and if you turn your lights on while they working on it, it shorts out your fuse up here in the truck. Then we got to go in there and hunt for which fuse is blown. Just did this a day ago. Y'all saw me. That made me late for that Michigan run. Now this load here is late. It's supposed to have been there today, but the people said it's cool that I bring it there tomorrow. And now here I got to sit around and wait these precious few minutes because this load is like time sensitive. Time sensitive. And now I'm looking at out the side mirror here, and I see the wire hanging. So it wasn't even connected. It looked like the wire is broke, or he don't have no tape on it or something. So I guess he got to put the connections together. See, this is what I'm talking about. And here's the problem with that. Them guys who loaded this, they get $90 to go load this. And it's basically just sitting there because they don't have to do anything. All you gotta do is go to the plant. It might be about a 30-minute ride, right, to ride over there. Then you got to sit for about an hour, maybe a half, and then the 30-minute ride back, and they get $90. But they didn't have to like physically do anything other than driving the truck. When they get to the plant, the people at the plant do all the work. So all you got to do is just sit there. And most guys, what they do is, like when I go over there and preload for guys, what I do is when I pull in, I get in the back and go to sleep, and then just tell the guy, hey man, I'm kind of tired. When you get through in an hour and a half or whatever, just knock on the door, wake me up, and then I'll move the truck to the scale. And they be like, all right, cool, no problem. So really you get to sleep and make $90. That's pretty cool. But see, the local guys, I know what they be trying to do. This is what they try to do. They try to get as many preloads as they can in a day. So let's say if he starts out early enough, he could do maybe three of those a day, or 4 of them a day, and that's like 90 each time. So that's what they be trying to do. So he probably, whoever did this, probably didn't want to get the light fixed because like now I have to wait. So he would have been missing precious minutes, and that probably would have been the difference between having 3 loads done or having 4 done. And so that's why he didn't do it. I bet you. I bet you. And now I'm sitting here having to wait. And I got to take this load 10 hours today. I got to cover like 600 miles today. And I wanted to cover it while it's daylight. So when I get down to where I got to be, I want it to be daylight, because on that road, it's like a real snaky road, and it's in the country, so it's hella deer out there. So I've tried to get there before it started getting dark, before all those deer start crossing the road. Ain't nowhere to go, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just a 2-lane, and there's no what they call it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Ain't no. It's a road and then dirt. So ain't nowhere for you to go, and then it's kind of like a slope down. So there ain't nowhere for you to go. So if you hit a deer, you got. If a deer get in front of me, I already made up my mind. Like I gotta hit him. I gotta hit him. Ain't no ducking and swerving. Ain't none of that. So I'll be like, man, hope. That's why I try to do it early in the day, because I don't want to hit no deer. It'll mess up my day. He taking his sweet time too. Guys making about, I don't know, they probably making about 26, something like that. $26 an hour. Work on these trailers so often that most of the stuff they can fix, you know. It ain't like they're working on different things all the time. It's either brakes, tires, or lights. Brakes, tires, lights. Brakes, tires, lights. Once you do that stuff a couple of years in a row, this stuff become like second hand to them. At least he working on something. My clock light. Hold on, guys, while I change the paperwork on the computer while he's doing that. I can be doing this. So in case I get stopped, I'll be ready. And the computer tripping. On computer. It's just buffering. It wasn't, hey, he got to put all the clamps and stuff on it. It wasn't even connected, guys. I'm looking out this window at him. Tell you, boy. if it was me, if one of us to do that, they quick to tell on us. They ain't got no problem snitching on us. That's why I say we definitely the original people. Even when folks do us dirty, we still give them the benefit of the doubt and still be looking out for them low key. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day for a drive, guys. And this load pays good. Pays good, baby. You know what I mean? I don't know why people be hating. Seems like people be hating when they find out, you know what I'm saying? You ain't a pauper. You know what I'm saying? You're not engine it. What they got? Engine it? Whatever they call that. Like West Coast. I thought about that yesterday after West Coast left. I thought about that after he left yesterday. He talking about, hey man, you just using us to stay awake. Dude, I just came on YouTube, I just came live like a week ago. What are you talking about? I've been driving trucks 10 years. So what was I doing before that? Like, I don't know why we say stuff like this, man. It's crazy. That's why I broke it down. Like, we got whole networks, man. I call my guys, we be talking about everything, especially now that I'm doing the Africa thing. We've been doing it for a minute now. And now I got all the guys doing their ancestry. They weren't thinking about doing their ancestry a year ago. I've been at these guys' throats. I've been at their necks every day about who is y'all. Let me see if you want me to turn them on or not. Turn him on? He ain't said nothing. Got some other goofy dude back there. It wasn't even hooked up. Want me to turn it on? Yeah, well, at least tell me. guess he got his turn off for you blow my fuse. Check before I let them go, because it'll blow my fuse and I still won't have no lights in the back. Good. All right, thank you, man. All right. Can't even look at you. Say no problem looking at the ground. I'll be right back. Yeah, I guess we could. We're good, finally. Now let's get the hell out of here. Pardon my French. Now be careful, my saying. It's the last day of Ramadan. Ramadan Mubarak to everybody. Ramadan Kareem, baby. Let's go get this money. Yeah, I was saying that this load pays really good. I don't really like doing it because they had me doing this when I first started, and this is like, you know, you don't want to just keep doing the same old loads, even though it does pay well. But I don't like it where it is because it's way out there, and you got like a 2-lane highway that's real narrow like this. Okay. And I got my license with me. Good. And it's no curb or nothing. It's just the road, and then it drops off. So you got to be super duper careful. So just to go those 24 miles. It take a minute because you got to drive slow as you can, and then it's up and down too, which makes it really challenging. So I just go as slow as I can. I be feeling sorry for folks that's behind me because they be impatient like a mug. It's like, please stay back there, because they try to pass on a curb or something. It's got double lines the whole 24 miles. Still be trying to pass. I'm like, Lord, let me just slow down, let them pass. But they itching to get in front of me. They're willing to jeopardize all our lives just to get in front of me. So I just be like, let me just slow down, let them in. Sometimes I'll just stop and let them go around. What the hell are they doing? Jumped out in the middle of traffic. Oh, you want to let him by. Let him turn. He must have missed his turn. Oh, well, at least we got that done. Let me turn this heat off because it's hot today, y'all. Thank goodness. 61 degrees already. That's what's up. Check the ticket here. Yeah, so for gas, probably didn't mean nothing by it, but the fact is, where does the place in you where these type of statements come from? But you don't really know, especially if you're not in this industry. What up, James? I'm here, my brother. Can get started now. Slept late. Yeah, I slept late today, man, because I don't have to be at this place. You probably slept late too. I slept late because I didn't have to. I don't have to be there. This load doesn't deliver to tomorrow, 7:30. Okay, so no need for me to get up and break my neck since I got to deliver it tomorrow at 7:30. Plus, I get to park on the customer's lot. They got a designated spot for us, and so I get parked in the space where I'm supposed to be. When I wake up in the morning, he already had me uploaded. He just knock on my door, wake me up. Saying, like, you know, we so conditioned to speak ill of each other, try to be witty. I don't know what it is. It's like we have a hard time like celebrating folks, like, honestly and with good faith. You know what I mean? That's why I came up with that scenario. Too fast. That's why I came up with that scenario, just to reverse it on the West Coast. So I just want to use him. There's no shade against him. I just want to use it as a teaching moment, just to show you some stuff on how we can dish it out, but we don't really like to take it. And so we need to have somebody kind of push back on some of this stuff, because some of it don't make sense. And because I noticed when he said about diamonds, you know, he's not interested in it for whatever reason. And he haven't shared with us, divulged to us why he's not interested in it. It's just, he's not interested. Okay, cool. So he's always making sort of a crack about it. And I'm like, okay, let me show you something. What you want to do? Because ain't no jobs, pretty much, what you're going to be doing unless you're just doing some medical. And then you're not going to get paid what you would get paid in the West. So that's going to be kind of hard for you to, you know, go to school for all these years over here to become a doctor, and then go over there and try to get a job in the hospital and realize that you're going to be getting paid some stuff that you could have been making here at McDonald's. Money in the health field there would probably be start your own hospital. That's where the money would be. Or start a clinic, or some type of specialty dialysis, or, you know, something like that. But if you think you're just going to go work in somebody else's hospital or somebody else's clinic, and you a doctor from America or from the UK or Canada or something like that, you're not going to make no money, no real money. So you're going to go over there, like I said, to me, and I don't know because I'm not a doctor, but I would think you need to start a hospital. Definitely a clinic. You know, if you made a lot of money in the West, you don't need a whole lot of money. You do more of a charity thing, then cool. Hold on, let me read that. This person's not gonna let me over. See, even the signal on it start racing up. Why did we do that? And they going entirely too fast. Look, well, I can't show y'all. Shit's crazy. Now they had to stop anyway because of the traffic up there. Maybe try to read that statement. My partner is driver, and I ride with him. OTR, short runs, sometimes. Yeah, I love it, man. I'm my own man. Look at this person here. Look at that. You see that? Hey, I don't get it. And I bet you they're not in a hurry to go nowhere of any importance or significance. So I said to him basically what area he wanted to go in. He said rental properties. Okay, cool. Everybody that's coming that's gonna make this exodus out of the West can't afford to build. I get it. I understand how people better than y'all think we do. I come from poor means. You know, I already know. We were young, we just had to go scavenging out the garbage can. So I don't think I come from any privilege. No, we had to really get it out the mud, or in that case, get it out the trash. I'm not afraid to say it. That's why I say you're supposed to lead with your flaws. I am not perfect. I'm not even trying to pretend that I am. So you can't come to me and be like, oh, you did this. Hey, those things are what made me, what molded me. You know what I'm saying? If I had to eat out the trash, then so be it. I'm here healthy and strong now. Didn't get sick. I didn't catch nothing. You know what I'm saying? It made me humble, right? And then it made me, it put a thirst in me to get out here and hustle. So I'm grateful for that action. I'm grateful that we had that opportunity, but we were so poor. What other choices you have? You eat out the trash or you go hungry. You know? And then I just got to the point where I got so good with the people who worked at the store, instead of them throwing the stuff in the trash and I had to jump over in there and get it out, they would put it in a box and have it at the back door, right? On a little makeshift shelf that they made. And then when I came, they would just see me back there and just give it to me. No more digging out the trash, because they see like, hey man, this guy, you know what I mean? And it wasn't like I was in there throwing paper all out and stuff all out on the ground. No, I was respectful with it. No more dumping dumpster diving, because people would just put the box, workers would put the box, so they were throwing away food. But you know how much food we waste in this country? Stuff is like if it's expiring today, they have to throw that stuff away. If it didn't sell at the end of the, if it's supposed to expire today, and they didn't sell it by close, they had to throw it away. You know, day old stuff ain't even a day old really. So I get it the next day, which is it's just a few hours old in relationship to the expiration date. So I come from ultra humble means, ultra humble, and we did that for like 3-4 years, guys. 3-4 years. And then it got to the point where I guess the manager started finding out about it, and then he made the workers stop it, because I guess it was one of those things where if they had gave me some stuff that was really bad, if we got sick, one of us died, then technically we could come back and sue. I guess that's the way he was looking at it. Now that I'm grown and I can think like that, I'm like, yeah, I see why he probably stopped it from doing it. But when he first stopped it, I was mad. I ain't gonna even lie, because the people that worked in them guys that were like pushing the buggies and all that, and they're stocking them shelves, you know, they just like us, just working poor. Back then, I think minimum wage was like $3.35 an hour. I think it was, matter of fact, it was cheaper. It was looking cheaper. It was lower than that. I think it was like $2.80 something. But they wanted $3 until I was in high school. And this was when I was in grammar school. We was dumpster diving. So I just want to give you that backstory so you understand. A lot of us are not privileged, man. Any privilege I have is because I get up and go out and earn it every day. That's the only privilege I have. If I didn't get up, get out here and get it, and learn how to talk to folks, and be of service and be of value to a company, they wouldn't be eager to put me on all these runs. And you know, I'm one of the top drivers over here. You know what I'm saying? So me and my managers and dispatchers, man, they talk to me like nothing but respect. The only thing I have a problem with is mechanics, because they don't understand about, you know, they look at us and I know they're envious of us. Hey, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? I know they're envious of us because they in so many words said it. You know, I can think with the analytical mind. So they be saying stuff like, yeah, Rakin, I heard, well, I remember I was in there one time, I heard you just got back from Zanzibar. And he's shaking his head like this. And I was in there getting some work done on the truck. I just heard you came back from Zanzibar. I'm like, yeah, I did. I did the same thing he did just to show him that I'm cognitive on how he thinking, right? Because he can't go to Zanzibar. And he freaking head mechanic. So he the mechanic over all the mechanics. He the manager. He can't go. So it's like, damn, I wish I could. Y'all the one making all the money. Because I make way more than the manager of the mechanics make. He know that. I know that. He know that. So when I'm in there talking to him, I talk to them from that advantage point. Like, yeah, what up? You know what I'm saying? With that little paycheck energy. I talk to them like that because they want to clown us when we come in there, only because they kind of, like I said, they hate the fact that we're making this kind of money. You know what I'm saying? Because you could go there, you could go on the website, because it's like, I know y'all probably thinking, like, how you know how much money you make? He ain't going to tell you. No, they're not going to tell us. But one thing I can do, I know how to research. So what I do is I go to the company website and look at the positions that's available, the position that they're trying to hire for throughout the whole country, because we got terminals pretty much in every state. So we need all kind of people, right? We need drivers, we need secretarial folks, we need dispatchers, we need managers, we need people in the mechanic shop, we need people for tank wash to wash the tanks. So we need a whole lot of positions. And when you go to Indeed or you go wherever they make these advertisements at, it tells you how much they make. So I know how much they make, you know what I'm saying? So you gonna say, I just heard you just got back from Zanzibar. So I'm like, yeah, I did. Wish I could go to Zanzibar. Well, you can if you save up. If you save up, you could go. It ain't that expensive. You could go to the truck driving school instead of being, yeah, exactly. But see, here's the thing, this is not how people are built. That's why I'm talking about this. People are not built this way when you should be. If you see somebody, like in his case, just to throw some numbers out there, I ain't gonna throw out accurate numbers, I'm gonna throw some numbers out there, all right? He makes somewhere around $75,000. Now that's a pretty good salary considering you're gonna be off on the weekends and they only work maybe, they might work 10 hours a day on a really busy time. And then we go through stretches and periods of time where we're not that busy, where he probably can get off at 8. Or even get off at 6. But he'll still make his $75,000. And that's the management. Now you go for the mechanics, they somewhere around 60, 62, somewhere in there, because they ain't paying them a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because they only working on trailers pretty much. They're not doing too much work on trucks per se. Right? And so they're not really making a lot of money. You can tell by what kind of vehicles they drive. That's one way, that's an indication. Most of them drive older vehicles. Well, most of the drivers drive brand new vehicles. So it shows you the difference. That's another reason why they be hating. Because today, it's another reason why I'm talking about this. All right, it's like 3 reasons why I'm talking about this. When I was getting ready to leave, when I was getting ready to start the truck up to go get my tank, they was walking around the parking lot of the drivers looking at our cars. And I'm thinking like, what the hell are they doing? Why are they over here looking at our cars? Because they park on the other end of the building on the other side. So why are they on this side in the parking lot where the drivers park? I'm starting to think like, okay, they over there assessing because they probably haven't noticed, or somebody's probably noticed that all our cars are new and all their stuff is like a year or 2 old. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not laughing because I drive any one of the cars they got. They got nice stuff, Rams and F-150s, and you know, most of us all drive pickup trucks because you know we sit up in these big trucks, so we don't want to get into a car. You know, we got a few people with some Chargers, we got a few folks with Chargers, and we got a few. I think we got 1 or 2 Hellcats. We got a couple Corvettes. We got a few guys with Harleys. So, you know, it looks all right in the parking lot, you know? And so that's what I think why they was walking around looking at cars, because they're like, look at these so-and-so, so-and-sos. And then, of course, contrary to people's popular belief, most of the folks that work with me look like me. So most of the drivers look like me. And we got maybe, I would say if you had to go by percentages, it's probably 60% of us, about maybe 30% Europeans, and then maybe 10% like Asian and Hispanic. Yeah, something like that. But it's majority of us. And so, of course, most of all of us got brand new trucks and brand new cars and Corvettes and Harleys sitting in the parking lot. So they out there just, because I'm thinking like, why are they out here in the parking lot looking at people's cars? There's no reason for them to do that. So I was like, I don't really care what you're doing, because you know, you can be mad all you want. You can have your little attitude all you want. As long as you fix my stuff when I come in there, I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? Speed up about here. I think 60 now. So yeah, it would make sense, James, if they would just lay there and realize, okay, cool, the drivers is making this kind of money, basically double. So if he's making 75, most of us is double that. Okay, why wouldn't he just go get a CDL, right, and get in the truck, and then he can instantly double his income, right? But that's too much like right. That's something I think is too much like right. Mechanics are probably good old. Yeah, of course they are. Oh, James, absolutely they is. I think they got one apprentice guy in there with this kind of skin, and they got him over there in the corner, basically working on tires. They not feeling. I already know how they gonna play him. You know, I see him in there, and he must have just started not too long ago, because that's the first time I really seen him. And he don't even want to speak to us. Like, I come in there, I'm standing right next to him, he don't even speak to me. So that let me know where he at mentally. Because I was waiting for him to just, because he's like maybe a step ahead of me. But I'm standing right behind him, basically by a step. And he could tell by the way I'm talking, I'm a brother. He ain't even turn around to acknowledge me, man. I was waiting for him to kind of turn around to acknowledge me, and I was going to say, hey, what up, bro? But I just wanted to see his energy. Based off his energy, he trying to fit in with them. He trying to fit in with them. You know, he the only one, whatever. So I guess he like, man, maybe I just need to keep my head down and not really be with the brothers. And, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they'll throw me some real work. But right now, all he's doing is working on tires. And I can work on tires. I ain't even no mechanic. You see what I mean? He went to school, paid all that money. I don't know how long they have. I think they have to go for a year, 2 years, whatever. Be a mechanic, a diesel mechanic. Hold on, let me see. Let this thing go. See, open. The scale is open. Let me go on the scale, guys. My thing can go off. So I got 1930. I reach a statement in a minute. baby. So, yeah, he could get in the truck and double his income, but chances are he probably got a wife and kids and all that. His wife probably won't allow him to hit the road like us. You know what I mean? So that's how people think of things, you know. Don't get mad at us. People get up out here and go to work. Hey, man, you're a rich self. You're rich. How am I rich and I got to get up every day? And if I don't get up every day and really get out of it, ain't no check coming in. So I don't get what they're talking about. And then if I didn't, like this, I just took this 30 days off. I'm broke. I got to get out here and work. I took 30 days off. That's the first time I've ever did that. And that was international. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, you see me getting over. Yeah, so the thing is, learn to be somebody that's a champion for folks who are willing to get out here and work and kind of help folks as far as like a pep talk when they're trying to come up with their ideas. Don't be somebody that's want to put people down because you don't understand what they're doing. You know, West Coast said what he said. Oh man, use us to stay awake, not knowing that I've been doing this 10 years and I just came on YouTube a week ago. As far as being able to go live, I just passed 1,000 subscribers a week ago. That's why you see so many lives now and less video. So if I needed you all to stay awake, what was I doing for 10 years? I've been driving trucks 10 years. This is the type of thing I'm saying, like, what would possess a person to say these things? I'm not picking on the brother, I'm just using him as a teaching moment. So, I mean, it's all love. And if I was, what's wrong with that? We still talking some good stuff. We still covering some bases that need to be covered. Okay? We're still chopping it up on some real stuff. Right? And we're looking for an exodus up out of this beast. Yeah, I'm making good money. Okay? But it took a minute to get to this position. You ain't see me when I was in truck driving school, failed my exam. You didn't see that. Failed twice. Right, just imagine how demoralizing that was. It wasn't that I failed any written stuff, because when it comes to written tests and all that, I'm phenomenal when it comes to taking tests, so I'm good with that. But it was the actual driving part. I failed twice. So I'm leading with my flaws, so you can't come to me with all this old flim-flam. I'm leading with my flaws. I failed my test 2 times in a row, the first one and the second one. And if I had to fail that 3rd time, I'd have had to wait 6 months before I could take it off and get 3 more chances to take it again. And I was like super amped to pass it on that 3rd trip. Running out of money, needed a job immediately, and I failed on my test. Man, I was devastated. First time was just straight up nerves. My nerves was, I was like this, right? And then people were saying, like, because the state would come to the school, the DMV, the examiners or whatever, would come to the school and we would test right on the equipment that we was learning to drive on. Same course that we do this school, same course that we would do with the examiner. And the guys were telling me, the instructor, me and him cool, shout out to my man, wherever he's at. And he said, hey man, hopefully you don't get dude right there. Some old troll looking dude, or Shrek. Dude like a European Shrek. Right? So you know he needed 7 rattlesnakes, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh my God. I was like, oh dude. I'm like, Allah, please don't let me get this dude. I'm praying that I'll get this dude. Guess who I get? This dude. So right there, my nerves is like, oh my God. He gets up in there. I'm like, how you doing, sir? You may proceed. He don't even speak back. I'm like, oh, off the back, I know I failed. So in my mind, I was already defeated by the way he responded to me. So Okay, I chopped that one up. Okay, yeah, I was straight up nerves, so I can say that honestly. Nerves got the best of me, and I had did pretty good halfway through the course, but then on the second half of it is where I made my mistake. And then he's like, "Yeah, man, you know, blah blah blah. I don't feel comfortable with a person like you on the road." He let me have it, so I was like, "Hey, man, okay, cool, but don't kill me, all right? You gonna kill my confidence?" You know the way he was talking. So I was like, "All right, got it, right?" So I'm trying to get that out of my mind what he just said to try to prepare to take the test for next week. Next week I get the cool cat. I was like, okay. I said, okay, the universe hit me with the bam, and now they give me a guy that's real cool. You know, he got his little what they call them, the little painter hats, like the little vests, but you know, it's like the ones that be wearing in Paris with the little thing and like you doing paint and stuff. But he had one of them nice little slick glasses. You know, I like slick glasses. You know, got his turtleneck on, his nice little slack shoes. I was like, okay, Caucasian, you got a little style. Okay, cool. So we in there, we chopping it up. I didn't forget he was the examiner. Why I failed? Overconfident. First time I had a lack of confidence. Second time I'm overconfident. So I failed because I was overconfident, right? So I'm like, He was like, man, I would have passed you, man. He said, but the fact that, because what happened, I had made it all the way to the end of the course, and right in front of the entrance where the gate was for us to turn back into the yard, about maybe 200 feet, 300 feet before that gate, it was a railroad track. There was a bunch of industrial places there, so they was using the rail. So the train had me stopped. So I'm stopped at the train, and me and him talking, chopping it up, blah blah blah. Yeah, man, you got this. Everything went good. I'm like, oh yeah, I got my license. So the train went by, I forgot what we were doing. I forgot where I was in the sequence, and I took my foot off the clutch, right? And tried to put it in gear, and it stalled out. I'm like, I panicked, and I couldn't remember how to get it started. Now I know how to get it started, but since he in here, and now I did something, I'm like, oh, so I panicked, couldn't figure out how to get it started, and he gave me like 3 chances. He said, calm down, I can see you nervous, just calm down. If you just get it started, I'm still gonna pass you. If you get it started, I'm gonna pass you. It's like, I'm messing with the visor, I'm messing with the horn, I'm completely rattled, okay? I'm turning the radio off and on. I can't remember how to start the damn truck, man. You talk about embarrassing. Oh my God, I had did the whole course perfectly. So he's like, man, if you just get it started, I'll pass you. So I'm so desperate to get it started because I'm like, oh, I can pass. I got to turn on the radio. I turned on the AC. He's just like, oh man, I give you 2 more tries. I still couldn't do it. And then he told me what to do, and I started. He said, I can't pass you. I was like, okay, cool, I understand. So then I told the instructor. He was like, man, you passed? I was like, nah, man. He was like, what the hell? You the best student in the class. I'm like, man, I know, man. My nerves. He was like, you gotta calm down, man. So that whole next week, me and him just went through that course like 75 times. He was like, man, you gonna pass this next time because you my best guy. I had guys that worse than you, way worse than you, they passed. I'm like, I can't see how the hell them guys passed. Because I know I drove better than them, but when I needed to know how to do something at a critical point, I froze, and that's what made me fail. Yeah, my driving was perfect, you know what I mean? But I stalled the truck out twice on the first 2 exams, and because I couldn't remember how to get it started when I needed to, is the reason why they failed me, whatever. So that third time, needless to say, I can't remember who I got. I got somebody who was like in the middle, and I did everything correct. Got my license, you know what I'm saying? And now when I look back on it, see, I can laugh on it, but when I was going through it, oh my God. So but at that point, if somebody had been like West Coast coming like, hey, you did it. Hey, don't tell her. I might have been, hey, I might want to get physical with you. You know what I'm saying? Because I was in the dumps, man, because I ain't had no money. I spent my last money on the class, and then I got to get to class. You got to get lunch, put fuel in the car. So I was on my last dollars. I needed to pass this thing desperately. You know what I'm saying? So that wouldn't have been a good time to be playing with somebody. Like I'm literally in desperation mode, right? And that's all I'm trying to get folks to see. Like, learn to be a champion for folks. Now, what I needed was somebody like Ariel. Shout out to Ariel, because he understood that. See, I learned these things from other people. It ain't like everything came from me and I'm just up here telling y'all like I know everything. No, I got all these things from other folks and I'm just sharing it with you. You know, it's coming through me, but I really got this from somebody else. I got this from that instructor. He was so good, and he was able to pinpoint, hey man, it's your nerves. Hey, good morning. Exactly. Good morning. Grand rising to you. Welcome to a new day. So yeah, he was able to say, exactly. Hey man, assess the situation correctly. He didn't ridicule me. He didn't laugh. He didn't make jokes. He didn't, jug at me, as we say in Chicago. He didn't jug at me. You know what I'm saying? Grand Rise. What up, Dre? What's going down, fam? Yeah, he didn't jug at me or nothing, right? I'm just talking about us learning how to promote one another and stop being like antagonistic on a like playful level. But we try to mask it as we're playing. Oh man, I'm just playing with you. Well, we should be doing it as grown adults. We should be trying to champion one another. And so Ariel was a good dude. I think he was Puerto Rican. Yeah, he was Puerto Rican. But he was a good dude, you know what I'm saying? And he was just like, it's your nerves, bro. You got to calm down. He said, because you're an excellent driver. You pass all the written exams, all the, you pass up everything flying colors. All my endorsements, I pass everything flying colors, right? You drive excellent, man, but your nerves. Like I'm nervous because I got these people there, the examiner in there examining me. And then they being all stale, most of them, but he's not the second guy. And so he said, well, what you need to do is, and that's what, this is the difference. He determined what it was, and he said, this is what you need to do. This is what I'm talking about. So he got in the truck with me, and we went through that course at least 75 times in a week. He took that extra time with me, and he didn't get frustrated. He didn't nitpick. He didn't jug at me. He didn't crack jokes with me. And then when I made mistakes, even in them 75 times, he like, hey, just power through. He motivated me. Just power through, man. Yeah, you stalled it out. It's cool. It happens to the best of us. I stalled out. I've been driving 30 years. I stalled out. Don't worry about it. What do you do when you stall? And that's what I needed to know. Because I still could have passed that second time if I knew what to do under pressure. And the only way you know what to do under pressure is by repetition. And Ariel knew that. That's why he took me through the course again. I had already been through the course like 75 times in the previous 2 months. I got my class CDL with H.A.M triples, and all years ago when I was younger and never used it. Well, I mean, at least you went out and got it. You could go back and use it if you wanted to. If you wanted to make a little bit more bread, but I like the guy I was calling yesterday. One of my business partners called me, and I got a couple of real estate deals with a guy that I went to college with. So he called me yesterday, like, man, he met some guy. He's helping him with his credit, helping him with some other real estate deals over in Indiana. He's like, man, he got his CDL, so I want you to talk to him. He's looking for some direction. I'm like, all right, cool. So this is, and it's another thing how we should get out of it. This is bring it full circle. I hope the brother don't mind. I'm saying this. I'm using this as a teaching moment because I already volunteered to help him out. When he was expecting me to call him, I was getting ready to go to Africa, so my whole mindset wasn't on really talking to folks because I'm like trying to get my COVID test done. I'm trying to get back. I'm trying to make sure all my bills are paid before I leave. I'm trying to make sure I get the truck to the shop. I had a couple exams to do for the company, continuing education. I had to do that. I had to make sure I packed everything I thought I was going to need, because I was going to be there for 30 days, right? Make sure I get my money, I had spending money, make sure I have my passport with me, have my yellow fever card, then I had to get a haircut, shave, you know what I'm saying, get my nails and my stuff done, but I got a facial, I did all that, because I was busy. So it wasn't like I was trying to avoid the brother. You know what I mean? And I had told my man, like, hey, look, let the dude know I try to holler at him, but I might have to wait till I get back to Africa. I'm gonna be over there for 30 days. Like 30 days? I'm like, yeah, man, I'm here for 30 days. He's like, I guess he forgot to tell the guy, whatever. Or maybe he told him, and he didn't tell him 30 days. Maybe he just thought, oh, he'll go on vacation. Probably he told him. He probably thinking like 10 days or something, right? So since I never responded, and I guess he was calling me over there while I was over there, he had forwarded the dude my number, and the dude probably was trying to call me, and he couldn't call me. The phone, I didn't get no SIM card while I was over there, so he couldn't call me. So now here I'm back, second week I'm back. So my man he sent me a text like, hey man, you know, can you talk to the guy? But it says stop or slow traffic when flashing. It's not flashing. So I'm speaking to you guys. So, I called the brother today, and I was like, hey, this so-and-so. He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, it's Rakin. He's like, I'm cool, bro. They just hung up. I look at the phone like, as he said, hello or whatever, I set the phone down because I was driving. I thought maybe when I set it down, I touched the button by accident and hung up. So I wasn't really sure. I was like, maybe I hung up on him. Then when I called him back, I was like, hey man, did I hang up on you? He was like, nah, I hung up. I'm like, why you hang up? He was like, man, you know, I've been trying to call you, So as he going through his spiel on why he hung up, and you know, nobody returned my call, I've been calling, and so I don't want to be no bother to nobody, so I hung up. I'm like, dude, wait a minute, let me tell you something, man. You gotta be patient, man. You finna cut your blessings off. I'm calling you to give you the formula. I'm calling to give you the keys to the kingdom, and you hanging up? Dude, what? I mean, I'm like, nah, dude, that ain't how this go, fam. I was busy, bro. I was in Africa for 30 days. You don't understand what it takes to get ready to be on a trip like that. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, yeah. I said, so no, brother, I'm I'm here to help, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to see you win. I don't even know you. The fact that my man know you and he vouching for you, I want to see you win. So give me your scenario. What's the deal? What you trying to do? What you want to do? Right? And then I can lay the roadmap out for you. If you just got your license, I've been driving 10 years. I can help you out. So of course he was up under the assumption that the people who was coming to the school where he went, you know, it's like the entry-level trucking jobs. They only they only offering dudes 20 cents, 30 cents a mile. You know what I'm saying? Because they know you need to get your experience. But have any network outside of the school. So the school was basically his networking tool. And I said, no, bro, you gotta get out here and see, here's where you need to be. I thought I had it on. Sorry, guys. Can you hear me better now? I didn't know I had the mic on. I think it was kind of light over there. You answered my question about, the yellow fever. Yeah, I answered your question, James. You want to start making some pledges around here, James. Talking about you got the double bubble. Still waiting on your pledge, homie. And I thought I answered it already, but I'll answer it right now for you. You're gonna be waiting on your pledge, James. You know what I'm saying? I said since COVID, since the cold beer flu, that's my terminology for it. But since the cold beer flu, they don't even ask about the yellow fever card anymore. I've been over to the motherland 3 times since COVID. I didn't get asked, but I think one time. Yeah, one time and 3 times. So they're not even asking for it. But I would suggest that you get it, because if you're going to be living there, you know, catching that yellow fever is a real thing. Okay? It ain't like that's something fake. You can't catch it. You're coming from these Western environments. Our bodies is not really made, cut out to just go over there and go cold turkey with the African bugs. It's like they prehistoric, Jack. It's like they the original species, because you can tell by how big they is. So if you ain't protected, them mosquitoes will literally murder you over there. You get murdered. Fall asleep outside in a hammock or something by the ocean. When you wake up in the morning, boy, it'd be like you got the chicken pox. So I would suggest that you get it. You only got to take the shot once. They give you the little yellow fever card, and then you just keep that with your passport. You just bring it to, when you come to Africa, just bring it with you just in case they decide to ask. Now, can you get around it? Sure you can, because the first 5 times I went there, or 4 times, I got in without having it. Now they asked me for it. They were like, you got the yellow fever shot? I'm like, I didn't know nothing about no shot. You know, I played ignorant. They were like, yeah, you're supposed to get a shot. I'm like, really? I'm like, sorry, bro. Right. Okay. Let me start over then. Yes, I would suggest that you get the yellow fever shot. They don't really ask for it no more now since of the cold beer flu, right? It's taking over the whole world, so they're more concerned about that right now. So they ain't even been asking about the yellow fever, but yellow fever is still a real thing. And if you plan to repatriate to the African continent, yeah, you probably need to go ahead and take it. You know what I mean? But they haven't asked me for it lately. But can you get away with not having it? Yeah. In some countries you get in, yeah, you're gonna have a problem. You know what I mean? You're gonna have a problem. So I would suggest that you go ahead and get it. It's about $150. You only got to take it one time in your life. You ain't got to keep taking it. And that's the only shot that's required for most of West Africa. You don't have to take nothing else. So people are like, oh, you got to get all these shots. You only got to get one. And that's the yellow fever shot. Okay? So I would suggest that you get it. I got it. I got my card with me. I keep it with my store. I can show you. That's what it looks like. Yep. I keep it right next to the passport. Yes, I would suggest you get it, about 150 bucks. And every place in the country has a place called Passport Services. Y'all go to Google. This is what I'm saying. Y'all get all this good information, yet my phone don't ring on the Cash App or the Patreon. I'm giving you all this good. This is what I'm saying. Like, people act like you're not getting any value from this. I don't see how you're not. I'm telling you what you need. I'm telling you what they're gonna ask you for. Sometimes they ask for it, sometimes they don't. Can you get away with not getting it? Yeah. But is it practical? No. Can you get sick from yellow fever? Yeah. You got the 150, go on and take it. You only got to take that one shot. You don't need no other shots. Okay? You go to a place called Passport Services. Every state and every city has a passport service office. So all you gotta do is go to Google, type in passport services in your state. It should give you, it might be 2 or 3 places depending on how big your city is, right? And you call them up, make an appointment, go over there, take the shot, and they give you the card right there on the spot. Now you got it for the rest of your life. And when you come traveling, whenever you travel, especially internationally, bring it with you. Say you're not getting no value over here, like West Coast said. And ain't getting no value out of what you're saying. What? I'm just picking on it, but I'm not picking on it. Right, Jane. I'm looking for your pledge. I'm looking for your pledge. Now, I answered your question twice. No, that's the third. That's the 3 times I answered that question. I'm looking for your pledge. You need to know that. You don't want to be over there and get all the way to Africa and don't have it, and then they pull your butt out the line. You'll be looking crazy in the face. And some of these places will send your butt back, or they'll make you take it in the airport. I think I've heard that too. I've heard stories of certain places you go in Africa, they'll make you take that test in the airport, and of course they're gonna tax you. It's gonna be more than that 150. Coming from America with American passport, oh yeah, you finna get taxed. They gonna make you pay for the test, and they gonna want some palm oil. You know what I mean? They gonna want some palm oil too, on top of you paying for the test. And if you sit there and pretend like you tough, and you ain't gonna do it, you gonna have a hard day. They gonna make an example out of you. They're gonna carry you back there in that back by yourself. You could be with me in my tour, and they coming through and asking for that card, and you ain't got it. They gonna pull you out of the group and take you to the back. And guess who it's gonna be? It's gonna be soldiers. Yeah, they got most of the African nations. When you go to the airport, they got soldiers. Yep. Now you're getting some real information from on the ground. I would suggest everybody go get it if you plan on going. Even if you're not trying to get your citizenship and you just want to visit, come hang out with us, you can do that too. You want to lay out on the beach, and you want to go to the club with us, you want to eat some traditional African cuisine. What up, what up, what up? Yeah, they go West Coast. I've been over here talking about you, man, but it's all love. And I've been using you as a teaching moment. I hope you don't mind now that you're here. What's up? So you still on the fence about the Patreon, huh? You just missed all the great information. Showing up for class late. Just missed some good information. I was talking about the yellow fever. I rehash it again for folks who just coming in the room. I would advise you get it. Go to Passport Services in your town. Make an appointment, go get the yellow fever shot. It's a real thing. The bugs in Africa are hella big. They're like the original species of bugs. So they are big. The cockroaches over there are like this. About the same size as my phone. Right? Spiders, like that. The spider get on you and bite you, oh, you're gonna have a whelp, a real one. Hold on, let me let the state trooper go by before I try to read that statement. He definitely gonna come up. Let him get on by. Bugs over there are huge. Huge. Mosquitoes are like the same size as flies. And the flies even bite. You need to be prepared, man. You're going to get bit. You need to make sure that your bug ointment or pellet is some good stuff. I don't recommend heat. That stuff ain't good for us, but the African pharmacies, they got stuff that's made for the African bug. So, you know, I was thinking to call my man that's over there and told him, like, when he come back to bring me a whole case. I may call him up and send him some cash out money and tell him to bring me 2 cases of that bug spray. But if you bring it back in his luggage, you got kind of light. That way, we get ready to go. Hopefully it's enough of us that get ready to go. I'll have the bug stuff with me, and then I'll just turn around and sell a bottle to each one of y'all. That way, the minute you step off the plane, you need to have it on. I mean, the minute you step off that, the minute they open up that door, the mosquitoes come rushing in. Yeah. Yeah, they come rushing in that door, boy, because they know this is fresh. It's like they understand, oh yeah, this is fresh. This is fresh meat. this is fresh meat, fresh fish. They say they put it to the term. It's fresh meat, fresh fish. So before we get ready, when they say, all right, we're approaching final descent, when they say that, I start breaking it out, putting it on. People be looking at me like, what is he doing? I know what I'm doing. I'm going to sing you a little something. My brother, I'm just poor, old, retired, educated. You make 300. I don't make that much, and that's not a good thing, James. You shouldn't pocket watch. That's not a good thing. Me and don't pocket watch. I make what I make because I get out here and get it. Okay? Nobody's giving me anything. Getting out here and get it. So I have to work my butt off. Plus I got to fend off the race soldiers. Plus I got to fend off all of the haters in the company that don't like to see us making this kind of money. So I'm representing black men well, dude. I'm making a way for other guys like us that look like us to come over here and work because of my work ethic. Okay? I represent black men well because they do their damnness to get rid of us. They don't care how good you is. They think there's another one around the corner. That's what they think. They don't know we all ain't built from the same cloth. We're not cut from the same cloth. We're not. So I represent us really well, man. You know what I'm saying? I represent us really well. They be asking me, do I know anybody else that I could bring on? I'd be like, no, because ain't too many dudes cut like this. And that's real. Don't make excuses. Don't be backbiting. Don't be lying. Don't be gossiping. Ain't all up there in the office sniffing up behind brown nosing at people's butts. I don't do none of that. None of that. They ain't never known me to do that. I don't bite my tongue. I ain't in there with my head down and let them talk to me no any kind of way. They know they can't come to me like that. I be having my African stuff on. I be in there in dashikis, kufis on, my African jacket. They don't say nothing. They just be looking at me though. They know something different about me. Then when I take my trips, they all going to Fort Lauderdale and freaking Disney World. Where am I going? Zanzibar, South Africa, Johannesburg. They know I'm different. Ain't nobody in the company doing the stuff I'm doing. So I represent black men really well, James. Just so you know. Just so you know. And I'm making a way for them to feel a certain kind of way about black men, because you know they got a narrative about us. That narrative don't work when it comes to me. Well, I'm just saying. Plus, I don't make $350 because I vacation too much to make that kind of money. And if I was able to, I can make it. That's the difference, though. I could make that, but because I like to travel so much, I can't do it because I'm gone too much. Right? I've been to Africa 7 times. Okay? I love to take my breaks. So I sacrifice making that kind of money. Now, we got a few cats over there that's making it, but only a few because they literally committed to this thing. So it's some dudes over here representing black men well, dude. We the face of black men. And I ain't fat. I ain't out of shape. You know what I'm saying? I ain't in there kissing nobody's butt. You can't come to me with them black jokes, because if they do, they gonna get the hell checked out of them. And if they want to fight, I'll knock their freaking jaw loose, and they know it. I've had a couple incidents with these wannabe race soldiers that's working in these companies. They want to be race soldiers, but they ain't cut out for it, right? I've had a few of them come sideways with some of them old racial jokes. And I check the hell out of them. And I threaten them and everything. I said, man, if I ever, I'm face to face, nose, then they're touching their face. Like, dude, if you ever say something like that in my presence, man, you better be prepared to back up everything you saying, homie. They be like, I didn't know you knew you was offending me, homie. You just didn't know I was gonna come to you, because I've been playing the nice guy role. See, I be what they call that code switching. I'm good at code switching. I'm nice, cool, collective, and the minute they step over that line, I'm right there like, what you just say? Then all of a sudden they on their heels, and then I come even more aggressive. That's that military science in me. I play that role real nice, real cool, get it done, no excuses. I take responsibility for any of my mess ups. I don't blame it on nobody else. I don't, it's because of this. No, I try to be straight up if I can. So I represent us well, man. That's why I'm cool with pretty much everybody. Now, some dudes don't really like me because I'm that way. You know, I'm like, I won't be in there kissing people's butt. Hey, man, you know, they pretty, you know, some of them are pretty cool. I'm like, man, I ain't trying to hear that. Let them see you doing something that ain't right exactly. You will see how cool they really is with you. They laugh and joke and play that role. You go to the coffee thing. We got the coffee pot in there. They give us free coffee or whatever. So you go in there to refill your cup, and one of them might be standing at the coffee thing pouring their cup. They'll pour your coffee, and you know. So you thinking that they cool? No, dude. That's the overlay for the underplay. Get you to lower your guard, and as soon as they see you doing some stuff that ain't right and exact, they run right in there and tell. Pew! With the quickness. Next thing you know, they call you in the office and give you a write-up. You that same dude being there laughing at their little racial jokes. What up? I see you. Being there laughing at their little racial jokes. You know what I'm saying? Kissing their butt, asking them how their dog is doing. How's your dog? It was sick, wasn't it? They don't give a damn about their dog. Stay up out of there. Yeah. Do what you can, James. When you see I'm giving you value, you gotta look at what I'm giving. I'm giving value. If you're gonna make this trip, if you're gonna be a part of the new Africa, because your kingdom is waiting for you over there. Only if you know. And here I'm just your guide. But I'm that real guide. I ain't that play around and sugarcoat stuff. You look at my videos, I show you the raw. It is what it is. We got a chance to go over there and make it what we want to make it. Working with them, they never crack the smile. Exactly. I'll laugh or whatever if it's a neutral joke, you know, but if they start going into some racial stuff, I immediately put the brakes on it. If they even talking about another race, I put the brakes on it, because that let me know, okay, you're talking about Polish Polish jokes. That means you got some, you know, some African jokes, some Negropean jokes in there too. So when they start talking about the Polish jokes, I'm like, hey, hold on, man, don't be we ain't talking about no racial jokes. No, it's a cool, it's a clean joke. No, that's cool, man. Cool. Let me go about my business. So the minute I do that to them, they know, okay, well, I can't talk to you like that. No, you can't talk to me like that. Flat out, you can't talk to me like that. And I don't go in there with no jokes for them. I don't even do jokes like that. I ain't trying to make them laugh. I ain't trying to have them in there cracking up. None of that. When they say something slick, I got something slick in return. So do. It's like dude say, hey man, you guys don't supposed to be in here. I waited a few seconds, so he thought that was gonna be the end of it, right? I came back, I was like, well, maybe you should tell them to put a sign up here saying no drivers, and if they put a sign up here, then I won't come in here. Now all of a sudden, since he sees the way I'm talking, he want to back. Oh, well, it's cool with me. Why you say something if it's cool with you then, chunk? You wasn't expecting me to say nothing. You can't run and go tell nobody because I made sense when I said that. I didn't do the cookouts, Christmas parties, or celebrations. Oh, you can do them, James. You just got to be able to handle them. See, I don't mind being in their presence because I want them to see the strength and the power and the majesty and the confidence of black men. So I don't run from them. Now I ain't sit there and be their buddy. So like if they have a cookout, I'll sit there, but I'll be off in the corner by myself. And then the other brothers that's like sort of like me, they're not all the way Pan-African, so I'm probably about the only one that I know of. They'll come over there and sit with me just because I'm cool. But I don't come with them on the Pan-African side because I realize, yeah, they my color, but they ain't not necessarily for the movement. You know what I'm saying? So they'll come over there and sit with me, and it'll just be us in the corner. But I ain't gonna be over there sitting with them and cracking jokes. No. But I'm gonna show up at the cookout, show this, and the Christmas party. I'm gonna get the Christmas bonus, show this, even though I don't participate in Christmas, but I'll get the bonus. If they give us like $100. And then every now and then they'll slip me two they give us gift cards. They give us Walmart gift cards. So every so often, if some people quit right before, and they had them extra gift cards, my people, my manager or dispatcher, they'll give me two. Hey man, here's two of them. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell nobody. I'm like, man, you know I ain't gonna tell nobody. Who you even see me talking to? They were like, yeah, that's right. As soon as I told them that I'm a Muslim, that attitude's changed, of course. Just think of it, man. My middle name is Abdul. So on my check, that's what it say. So, hey, and I be coming there with kufis on, dashikis. I got my African pendant, you know. Hey, and then when I come back from Africa, I ain't no hater. I give them something with Africa on it. Magnet, refrigerator magnet, all that. But they make sure I'm rolling. They make sure my check is right. If I have any problem, issues with my money, I go in that motherfucker, boom. Stop. I go inside that office, kick that door in, bye. Hey man, my check ain't right. They be like, okay, let's sit down and figure it out. So that's worth something. When I come back, I give a refrigerator bag. You know what I'm saying? I love Africa. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So shoot, I ain't afraid of these folks. They don't, because they realize they got a dead culture, man. Their culture basically is a somebody else's writing. What do they call that? Plagiarism. You know what I'm saying? Plagiarize our freaking culture and heritage. They're walking around here like they developed something. Look at this truck, guys. Look to the right. He must have fell asleep. He must have been driving all night or something. This is where that state trooper. Look at this truck. At least he's okay. I don't like no real damage to the truck, but it's gonna have to get the record and get it up out of there. Now he's gonna have to go through a whole lot of stuff now to make him take a drop, all that. As long as there ain't too much damage, he probably ain't losing his job. He's probably gonna lose some time off. Hopefully all his stuff is right. Yeah, he probably fell asleep. There ain't no other vehicle there, so it wasn't like it was a crash. Normally when you see that there's no other vehicle involved, they fell asleep. Yeah, even if you was on your cell phone, you got distracted, you had enough time to bring back on the road. But for it to actually go in the ditch and you can't get it out, that means you fell asleep. And you woke up. You probably woke up because you didn't go too far. So that means he woke up in time, but he couldn't stop it because it ain't really like way off in there. So it ain't but a little bit in the ditch. The whole tractor is not even in there. So he woke up in time, but still too late. Now he probably stuck and can't get it out. And that record is $800 in Illinois just for them to show up, basically. And you got to pay for all the time. Of course, they're gonna take their time to get you out of there. And he's gonna have to pay for it. I don't know what is his name of the company he works for. He might have to pay for that. Yeah, so it's a really nice truck. So I don't know. I didn't get to see what race he was. Yeah, you know, you gotta be out here representing our people right, man. Truck stuff, that's what I try to do. That's what I'm teaching my boy too. Hey, get out here. I told him when he went into the service, same thing. Hey man, I want you to represent black men well. Everywhere you go, I want them to say, man, I didn't know they was. You can find them like this. See, but they got this narrative about us, media, okay, that we shiftless, we basically, you know how they got that negative image of us. So it's really easy to displace that, but it's like in order for you to really displace that image, you got to do it consistently. I'm about a regular service. What? Who said that, James? That's why you need your brother. Who was that? West Coast? I can't see West Coast. What about it? Oh, record service. See, so now you want me to answer this? See, this is what I'm talking about, West Coast. Now when I give you the answer, this is adding value because it's coming. I'm gonna be able to fill a gap in your knowledge about the record business. Because you know I'm a driver, professional driver in 10 years. So you know when I'm over there, I automatically look at trucks. I automatically gauge what their trucking system is like in that country. Now you want me to add some value. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. But you know I'm gonna answer. I just gotta mess with you a little because you come to Africa with me, this is what we gonna, hey, be ready. Be ready. So I'm gonna challenge you. Come over here challenging me. I'm like, all right, okay, cool. Wait till you come. We gonna show you. But answer your question. It's a great idea. It's a great idea. Now here is the thing you need to think of. Okay? They don't pay truckers a lot of money. So based off of that, it's why I don't want to drive trucks there. Right? I make too much money here to go to a situation where I'm making this kind of money to go back to making like $20,000 a year. So what I'm hearing is like they make less than $20,000 a year. Even hazmat drivers. So there's no way I could do that. It's going to depend on the companies. How much is the freight paying the trucking company? So we don't want to focus on the drivers no more because the drivers are not paying for the records. Who's paying for the records? You got to follow the money. Who the driver is driving for, that's who getting the money. They're getting the bulk of the money. So then what you need to figure out is how much are the rates that the trucking companies are charging the companies who freight they're moving. Then that can give you a better idea if a record business is working because yeah, you got breakdowns everywhere. I mean, because they got older trucks. So you're gonna see, and if you look at those, you look at my videos of me going through the town, trucks are broke down everywhere. You taking the time to go through some of the videos where I'm in the car and my man drive me around. Slow down, so this guy. You're gonna see trucks broke down everywhere. They're using like 20, 30-year-old trucks. So the drivers, what I'm seeing, have to be a driver and a mechanic. And they're not getting paid for that. So now, if they do need a record, right? I've seen it. Have I seen it? I don't even think I've seen a record. Did I? I can't remember what's called. If I seen one or not. But the system over there is not set up like the divided snakes. Like here, if your truck, like if my truck break down on this highway, right, and I wasn't able to get to the shoulder, and I broke down on the actual highway, the pavement, the state troopers would come because one of these drivers would call them and say that I'm blocking the actual lane. So the state troopers would come, and if I'm not here or I can't move the truck, they will call a record. Okay? Because you would get ticketed. Over there, I don't know, because I wasn't paying attention, if the police would ticket them when they break down in the middle of traffic. But I've seen a lot of trucks broke down in the middle of the road. And people having to squeeze into one lane from 2 to 1. So I wasn't really paying attention if the police was there giving them tickets. I think they were. Okay? So I don't know what happened. And that's a good question. That would be a good thing to do if you come over there. Right? Is to catch one of them drivers at the fuel station, give them a little palm oil, okay, and ask them some pertinent questions. And that would be your way of doing some field research. Because I really wasn't on that, so I don't quite know, but that's what I would do if I was thinking about doing that kind of business. I would spend one day hanging around the fuel station where those guys fill up at petrol station. And I would bring enough palm oil with me. And I'll just be asking them these questions. And they will answer those questions. You put that bread in their hands, guaranteed. And that should give you the information you need. And maybe you can talk to these, once they get where all these companies are located, get the address to the companies, then go to those companies yourself and sit down with the guys who run them company, management or actual owner, and then we get a better assessment if that be a viable business. Now, on the personal side, I think it would be a good thing because of the rainy season. Okay? Well, let's say I go over there in my pickup truck and I get stuck on one of them side roads because there's no concrete. It's mostly just dirt roads. When dirt get wet for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days in a row, it's just a muddy mess. People are getting stuck all over the place. Now, you could probably go through on a really good rainy day, right, and pull 5, 6 people out. Now, what's the going rate? Chances are it'd probably be enough for you to, carve out a decent living for yourself. But I don't know. My thing is services, if you're doing it for the locals, kind of brothers and sisters, a lot of them are not making a hell of a lot of money. So you're not going to, the cost of living is super low, so you're not going to be able to ask for premium prices. And their results are just tying a rope to the front of the bumper, and they'll, 50 feet ahead, and then tie that to another bumper of a car and pull themselves up out of there. That's what they can't afford it. That's what they're gonna do. That's why I think something like the rental business, like you said, definitely good because a lot of expats or repatriation is jumping off. A lot of people own fixed incomes and they can't afford to be. You're definitely gonna have a decent rental market emerging. And that makes sense, especially if you build your places on the same standards as the West, right? Everything right and exact, everything covered, up to snuff, up to code and all that, you're gonna do good. Lay out some really wonderful floor plans. Food, always a winner. Food, always a winner. A bar, club, always a winner. People gonna need that release. Work all week. Walking in that African sun, beating them down all week, 10, 12 hours a day. Weekend come in, you're gonna let loose. So a club, especially if you're selling alcohol, I'm sure to get a liquor license there is a piece of cake. Over here, it's pull the teeth to get a liquor license, especially if you look like this. Okay? Anything dealing with food. Anything. Fish. That's what I'm thinking about the fishing business. I don't even eat fish like that. I don't even like fish like that. But I know it's a lucrative business. Okay? I look at what kind of boats they have. They got basically boats that they built. And they out there getting decent bread. Just imagine if I'm able to buy a really good boat and put the fishing guys out there, get some young ones, and then get a few of the senior guys, right? And then get some young, strong, healthy, cock-strong dudes, and they early 20, 21. Yeah. Get the real nets, get all that good stuff. They be making it do what it do on just like stuff that they just found around town, I drive past the fishing place all the time. I'm looking at what they're working with. I'm like, yeah, I can see right now I can get in that industry right quick and make some good money. You know what I'm saying? And then you can also do recreational fishing. Now, let me see how smart you guys is, since West Coast said at the time he ain't getting no value. What is recreational fishing? People in here. We got James and we got West Coast in here. Now I know y'all know what it is. Since y'all like, you know what I'm saying? You see, getting paid to fish. No, that's not what it is. Try again. It's close. You do get paid, so that you get paid to fish. You get that, but what is recreational fishing? What type of fishing is that? You get paid for any kind of fishing. You know, we know that, St. James. We know that West Coast. But what is recreational fishing? Because I just found out what it is, so that's why I'm messing with y'all. I just found out on this trip, my 7th trip to Africa, I just found out what recreational fishing really means, according to the African, not according to us, what it means according to them. And these are the terms you got to get familiar with, because if you come talking to them using our terms, they're not going to know what you're talking about. If I go to them talking about recreational fishing, they're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. So try again. What is recreational fishing? It's gonna tickle you when you find out what it is. If you don't tell me what it is, it's gonna tickle me, because I don't even think of these terms. So because when he was asking me, I'm like, what is it, like catch and release? No, I don't know. I don't even eat fish. I said, what is catch and release? It sounds like recreational. Out there fishing, catch some nice big fish, take a picture with it, smile, and drink a beer or something, and throw the fish back. That's what I'm thinking it is. Nope, that ain't what it is. According to the African, continental Africa. Come on, James, where you at with your answer? You've been all around the world, military and all that. What is it? And you're an educator. Don't try to look it up either, because I don't think it's going to be the same definition if y'all look it up. Or anybody else. Hey, don't clam up now. Don't clam up now. Oh, now here you go. No, don't clam up now. It's not, they ain't getting no value. Don't clam up now. I'm just teasing with you, man. Nobody want to try it? Nobody else want to try it? He's like, I give you an A for effort, West Coast. Then other folks don't even want to try it. Nobody want to try it, huh? Come on. I know somebody brave out there. Try it. What you think it is? It's a very lucrative part of fishing in the African Ocean. We're going to rename the Atlantic Ocean to the African Ocean. Y'all hear me say African Ocean? You know what I'm talking about. We're gonna start reclassifying stuff. We're gonna start calling the Atlantic the African Ocean. Nobody? I guess it's time for me to just tell y'all I'm scared. Don't be scared now. We got so much to talk about. We got so much to add to the conversation. Don't get scared now. It is exotic fishing. That's my way of describing it to you all, okay? So it's like your crab, your lobster, okay? Those type of fishing, your prawns, your shrimps. They call it recreational fishing. So no way I was gonna get that. I know no way none of y'all was gonna get that unless you've been there, okay? And probably even brothers from the continent wouldn't get it unless they was in the fishing business. But because I was in the right circles, listening, not criticizing folks, and inviting people to talk to me, it allowed me to learn what it is. And now I see how I can make some money in that. And I don't even eat fish. I don't even eat shrimps. I don't even eat prawns. I don't even eat lobster. But I see the wisdom in what that guy was telling me. And I was like, well, why aren't the brothers doing this recreational or exotic fishing? He said the reason being is because they don't eat like that. They eat more fish. See? They eat more fish. They don't really eat a lot of the scavengers. Those basically scavengers. Right? So, how can I make money in that? Remember, anything you want to do, you need to follow the money. Who is your end consumer? It ain't the Continental Brothers. Recreational fishing is just fishing. No, but it's not. See, that's what I'm saying. It's not. It's not. It is according to us, but according to the African, that ain't what they think it is. They think it's basically exotic fishing. That would probably be a more accurate term, because recreational to me means, like you said, catch and release. You want to take a picture with the fish, hold the fish up or whatever, and then you put it back. But that ain't what they mean by it. It means exotic fishing. That's what I deem it, to give you all a description of what it is, right? So they don't really eat lobster like that. They don't. So who is my end consumer if they don't eat lobster, right? Check this out. How about they got cold storage there, so how about we catch lobster? Mind giving it away because of Africa don't eat it. It's an overabundance of lobster there. Like they deep, like deep. They everywhere, right? Because they don't eat them. But guess who eats them on a consistent basis? Let me see if you can figure that out. You can just tell y'all every damn thing, because you say you're not getting no value. We finna find out. Who loves lobster more than anybody on the planet? I just gave it away. Come on, West Coast. Who eats lobster more than anybody? X. Oh, come on, Jason. Stop it. Who eats lobster more than anybody on the planet? It should be easy. Come on. See? I'm finna clown you. I'm finna clown you. I'm finna clown you, West Coast. I'm finna clown you. Nah, I'm just messing with you. No, man, it ain't white folk. Would you stop it? No. Try again. That's a good try. At least you're willing to try. Everybody else scared. I ain't gonna hold you in suspense this long. China. Lobster, shrimps, it's not whites. It's China. They eat more lobster than the rest of the entire world. So, since there is cold storage in Sierra Leone, how about 4 or 5 of us get together? This is what I was trying to explain to you, West Coast. 4 or 5 of us get together that plans to repatriate over there. We have a shared experience, right? We have a shared trauma that we've been through this, post-traumatic slavery syndrome. We get over there, and since the Africans are not fishing recreationally or exotically, we do it. It's cold storage already there. Put it in cold storage, right? And then ship it to China. I've been speaking your language all the time, dude. Stop it. You just weren't able to hear it. Now you're able to hear it better because you're becoming more. Right? I've been giving you the keys to the kingdom. I'm not trying to hoard the knowledge for myself. I can't do everything. I'm just trying to do my little part. You know what I'm saying? But the guy who was telling me this was my man, the FBI agent Ty. Like, man, we need to get into some exotic, recreational fishing. So immediately I'm like, in my mind, I'm thinking like, I don't even fish, dude. So I don't want to be on the boat drinking beer. I don't drink beer. I don't eat fish. So I don't want to be out there doing no catch and release. That's what I thought he meant. So it went straight over my head. Luckily, I'm not the type of dude to say the old, that old stuff. Oh man, lucky I ain't that type of dude. I just kept my mouth closed because I really didn't know what he was talking about. And then when I asked him, hey man, what you mean recreational fishing? And because I asked in such a way, he sat there and we had a 2-hour conversation about recreational fishing. Now I feel confident, like, hey, look, you know what? I get 2-3 guys together. We put a few dollars together. We could buy some boats. That won't be no big thing for us. And we could buy those traps. We could get. There's so many young dudes over there with no work, and we could grab like 12 of them and have 24-hour shifts, dude. We can have 3 shifts, 24 hours getting them lobsters and shrimps. They got cold storage there, but we have to go to cold storage and figure out, okay, what's the best way to handle this stuff once we get it. And then some of us will have to take a trip over to the Asian market so we can figure out who we gonna sell it to. I mean, we're gonna have to go to China. We're gonna have to go to Cambodia. We're gonna have to go to all those places because guess what? They done depleted their waters. They eat so many of these, they done depleted their waters. That's why the Chinese is coming to Africa to try to drag the sea over there. And if we not careful, they gonna do it, and we gonna miss out on the gold rush. But that's the fishing over there is the gold rush, dude. We can literally get rich off of fishing. And I'm a city dude, don't know a damn doggone thing about fishing. But after listening to Ty and having the right mindset, when I get over here, if I got some money, me and him gonna hook up and grab a few of you guys, and we're gonna whip y'all into shape, and we're gonna go into the fishing business. So it is. So it is. Cambodia, freaking Vietnam, Taiwan, shoot, Japan, dude. And then we could just do regular fishing for the brothers and sisters that eating the barracuda and the ladyfish and all the fish that they eat right now, the tilapia, the red snapper. So we're gonna buy some superior boats. The brothers and sisters just, they just putting boats together, cool, but they ain't really invested in they craft. They not. And there's enough fish there because, hey, it's the freaking African Ocean. Let me see what you say. I get it now. Fishing for the stuff that they don't normally eat, which means there's an overabundance of those type of things that they don't eat there. But yet the Chinaman, they love it. They love it. We just got to figure out a way to preserve it, cold storage, and how to ship it. Appreciate that. Thumbs up. If you ever drive down to H.A.M, we want to hook up lunch or dinner, I'm paying. Not a problem. You don't try to pick my brain now. You don't try to pick my brain. See, that's what you're trying to bribe me with lunch now, James. I see you, because I've learned a lot, man. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to see. I've learned a lot in these 7 trips. I've learned a lot. And I done met a lot of good people, man. And because I got the right spirit to actually listen to people without criticizing them, without stepping on their freaking stepping on their aspirations, right? And not trying to tell them how to do it. And because I notice people like that. You tell them, hey man, I'm thinking about doing this and this. They tell you, oh yeah, you should do it this way, do it now. I don't even do that. I just be like, okay, cool. So what should I be doing? Oh, let's get really good boats. It's gonna really last. Because the other brothers and sisters be having to be breaking down a lot, so it stopped them from working before 24-hour shifts. So I gotta just get a better boat. Okay, check, noted. What else I need to do? No, you need to get the brothers and sisters be getting nets, but they get the cheaper nets that get holes in them, so a lot of fish escape through that hole. So if you buy better nets, you can catch more fish. Noted. Okay. Then you say, okay, what else? Instead of just getting all the senior dudes who've been fishing for ages and ages and ages, right? They kind of move slow because they on some take their time and they've been doing this forever. No, let's get some young bucks out there. let's get some 20-somethings, big old pecs and traps, you know, 6-packs, and pay them decent. You know what I'm saying? Not only pay them decent, look out for them on other levels. Be like real mentors to them. Okay, hey dude, you know, cut your nails, man. It's hard for you to make money because you're trying to pull those nets up out the water. They catch your nail, and now you done rip your nail off. Hey, cut your nails, man. Don't, because that'll be an injury, and now you can't work, so it stops you from making money. So just little things like that, because they, believe it or not, some that little will be valuable for some of them, because they don't even think that way. They just be like, I do what I do. They don't realize that what you do and the things you, the way you operate has some consequences. You know what I mean? And you got plenty of young dudes standing around everywhere. So we just got to find the right group that want to make some money. You know what I'm saying? And then help them along. And what they really want is a motorcycle. And you got to know what their motivations are. They want a motorcycle because when they get a motorcycle, they can get them a nice little honey, put on the back of it. You know what I'm saying? So we can help them out with that. Hey man, look, since we know all the young dudes, look, this is how you should think. In order to get them to come to grow like a really huge fishing company, right? We need the youth, right? So what we do is, since we know the motivation, they love their motorcycles. So how about we start fishing with a nice group, and as soon as we get to making a nice grip of money, we put a few more dollars with it, and then we open up a shop selling motorcycles. Yeah, that's how I think. Oh, y'all like motorcycles like that? All right, check it. Okay, cool. 4 or 5 of us get together from the fishing business, and then we go over there and go in on a really nice shop selling motorcycles. Okay? And then when they see we got the power to sell them the bike that they need to get the honey that they need, they'll bring their bus to work. You know what I'm saying? Because the country is small. The city is really small. Ain't nowhere for you to hide. Okay? It's big, but it's small. This is how we should be thinking, people. Right? And so the girls, if you want to think beyond that, right? Levels, the girls want to be on the back of one of them bikes with one of them dudes with all the cuts and the 6-pack and the 12-pack, right? So, what do they want? They want the braids. So why not open up a beauty supply store? They gonna buy that hat no matter what, so you might as well capitalize on it. It is what it is. I ain't really into the whole weave thing, but a lot of them is. You got a lot of sisters natural, you got a lot of them with the weavables. So now you can go from that to opening up a freaking beauty supply, selling the hair that they gonna need to get their weave braided up so they looking like something, so they can get on the back of one of them bikes. Okay? This is how we can beat the Lebanese and all them other folks. They don't think like this. But we ain't doing cake soak, because what I'm saying, this ain't in Sierra Leone, you don't really see that. You gotta know which people are doing that. In Sierra Leone, I didn't see that. So it's there, but I don't see nobody with those faded. They make makeup. That what would be better would be makeup, not cake soap. Cake soap is only in certain places. Sierra Leone, no. You want makeup, or fake up as we call it. Now that would sell, but a lot of sisters, they don't. No, not in Sierra Leone. I ain't seen nobody with that look. If they walk past me with that look, 'cause I know what it looks like. I've seen it. I've seen those videos with the sisters and brothers scraping their body off and all that stuff. I ain't seen nobody in Sierra Leone like that. And I did that twice. So no. You better off get the makeup store selling Mac products. I think Mac is for black women, so you'd be better off getting one of them. And that'll work. For sure. Or getting a clothing store. But the girls that's basically out there, like the Christians, they get to dress how they want to dress. So Christian girls, they're gonna be dressing the tightest stuff they can find. So now if you wanna do something on that level, you can get makeup, fake up, you get the hair, and then you can get those really tight clothes, really Brazilian jeans. Oh yeah. Get them with the 50 million colors and the different shreds and the acid wash and all that. You make some money now. But they want to look good for the Christian dudes who out there on the fishing islands, like the Muslim chicks now. It ain't gonna be so cool with the Muslim chicks because they covered most of the time. Look at my videos, you'll see them with the hijabs on. And they're basically all the way down to their knees. They might be wearing jeans, but you ain't gonna be able to really see. They might still wear tight jeans, but you ain't gonna be able to see it. But they'll still buy them too. Now, on the Muslim sisters, you want to make some money, and you want to go into the hijabs. You want to come out with the flies and jabs, or you gonna get paid. See, this is how you should be thinking. Y'all come over here talking about we're gonna do this and do that, and that might not work. Now you out here stuck on the limb with all your money invested in something, and the brothers and sisters not fooling with it. You got to go over there and see what they really into, right? What they really like, and then you can catch that fever. Then you can just figure out, okay, where can I get those Brazilian jeans at? Where in the world could I bring in like 75 different colors, something they ain't used to seeing? But most of the time you go to the store, you'll see somebody with like maybe 5 or 6 different colors. That's it. Now, if you can figure out what them jeans are produced, or you produce them yourself, how about that? Get the jeans, get the material, get the machines, get a factory, produce them jeans yourself, and produce 75 different colors. You will literally become a billionaire. Y'all ain't ready for me, man. I don't think y'all ready for me. YouTube ain't ready for me. Value on what I'm saying. You got to be. Listen, yeah, you speaking the truth. I'm from Gambia and I know the spot. Exactly. I'm looking at what I saw when I was in the Gambia. Okay. Another thing, cell phones. Get a real cell phone shop and bring some real cell phones over there, some Galaxies, some iPhones, you know, some LG, the top of the line cell phones. They'll figure out a way to get them. They may not make a lot of money, and you know they don't really have a lot of fiat currency. But I bet you we bring them real top flight phones over there and able to service them phones, you'll get paid. They'll figure out a way to come up with that money. Driving so slow. They'll figure out a way to come up with the money to get them cell phones. Because I look at their phones, the quality of their phone to my phone, and everybody was amazed looking at when they look at my phone. And all I got is a Galaxy Note 10. It ain't the newest one. It's like I think mine is like a couple years old now. And I said, I ain't getting no more phone. This phone's good enough. It's high powered enough. You know what I'm saying? Not unless they offer me a really good deal on it, and something like that. But I'm cool with it. So a really good phone shop, and you're able to bring them real top of the line phones over there with the headsets and the mics and the this and that. Oh yeah, you're gonna clean up. You're gonna clean up. You know what I mean? They're gonna figure out a way to come up with that money. If they gotta save 6 months to get the money together to buy that phone, they're gonna do it. You gotta figure out where you're gonna get it at wholesale and be able to bring it into the country. That's your challenge. About us per se, it's about what the market wants. You follow the activity of the market. That's what I'm basically telling you. Instead of you coming to me and saying, is this going to work? This is what sparked this. Is the record business, is that a good business? And you come to me asking me something, and I'm saying, well, according to the movement and the actions of the people, no. No. But I could be wrong, so you have to do your research. Based off of what I saw, no. Your money would be spent more on the rentals. If you're going to do something and you only have one shot at something, I would say do the rentals. Due to the fact that you got a lot of expats and repats coming. And a lot of folks on fixed incomes, they can't afford to build. So you got a really good market. They got consistent money coming in every month. All you got to do is build your places on the Western standard, right? And you're going to get paid. And over there, they don't pay rent by the month either. They pay by the year. So you can ask for 2 years of rent in advance. Yes. That's how they get out over there. Guys coming on super duper slow. These guys on the side of me, they even slower. Yeah, you get rents 2 years in advance up front. And they don't necessarily do security deposit. That's why they ask for so much money up front. Okay. Yeah, you got plenty of room for that. For sure. So you basically look at the movement of the people. I'm gonna give y'all another keys to the kingdom. You look at what the people are already doing, and then you look at ways to make it better. That's what you do. Instead of you coming in with ideas of your own, just trying to superimpose those ideas on the culture and basically hoping that it works. No, just look at what the people are already doing and then develop something around what they're already doing. So when you introduce what you're going to bring, right? It's a natural fit, like a key to a lock, right? So for instance, they don't wear a lot of gym shoes over there because why? The weather is baking. You can cook egg with concrete, right? So they don't want to be walking around, so they do a lot of walking. So they don't wear gym shoes. So if you went over there, I'll open up a gym shoe shop. It's going to take you a little time to get back some of that bread. Now if you went over there and sold, if you was able to get all of the fly sandals from all over the world, Italy, Spain, Germany, you got the wherewithal because you got that, we got the wherewithal of the power of the American system where we can get products from all these other different countries all around the world. And now if you can get these things from wholesale from all over the world and bring all these various styles, because it's a style thing, right? Ain't necessarily got to be totally African. It's a style. People want to be different. So if you were to bring that there, and they see all them styles that they never seen before, you're gonna get rich on sandals. That's how you gotta think. He said what? No, I'm not getting nobody to do nothing, man. Either you doing it or you either coming on your own, because I got too much stuff to do. A lot of folks ain't coming, man, because they still Negro beings. Yeah, they might be getting bread here in America because they get bread here in America. They cool. And they're not trying to come to Africa, man. It takes a certain kind of spirit to want to get out of this beast. Some people cool with it, like the Matrix. You try to wake them up, they don't want to be woke. Right? This conversation is only for the few. It's for the neo, it's for the ones. One of those ones, like my man Mr. Organic, shout out to him. We got to be one of those ones. This message ain't for everybody. I ain't going to get nobody to do nothing. Either you coming or you ain't. If you don't understand, you don't get it, it's all over your head, this is above your pay grade, you know what I'm saying? You didn't study for the test, you showed up late, you deserve to get left behind. And if you pick up later on oh man, miss my opportunity, then you become. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know. You knew about. I know about everybody on the internet. See, I just shouted them out. On the YouTube, I love them. You I got rid of my. You was around and see me get rid of my TV. So come on, man. Yeah, we one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? But man, black men gotta learn to work together, man. Our kingdom is waiting for us. But we gotta get out of this wanting to pick at each other. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not a good trait, to be honest with you. We supposed to be on some promotion. How do we promote? How do you uplift? But if one of us make it, then you got your fight in here. You know what I'm saying? That ain't how we see it. We see it, he got all this money. He making $350,000 a year. I ain't making that much. Like, no, that's not the way to be looking at this. The way to look at this is that brother got to get his butt up and get out here and go get it. I got to get up every day and go out here and go get it. And now I'm showing it by showing y'all in blog. That's why I want to be a blog channel. So I ain't got to try to be something I'm not. I'm acting my normal self. Ask Jason. Jason know me, been knowing me 23 years. Do I act different on YouTube than I act in big money and is in bike repair? I don't know about big James. The money is in bike sales. Now, it's money in bike repairs, but the lion's share of money is in bike sales. Sales will always trump mechanic, being a mechanic, being a bike repair. The sales business, me and Jason know that. You get into sales, especially a high-end sales, dude, we sales, actually Jason, we used to sell home improvements, door to door, not door to door, but home demonstrations. It ain't big money, no, there's money in it, but it ain't no big money. The real money is in bike sales. Them bikes is going anywhere from 20, I think they're going from like, I think they got really low prices, like $700 or whatever, $600. Bikes just like Harley Davidsons almost. And they love their bikes. They love their bikes. Yep. They love their bikes. They was rolling down the Aberdeen beachfront, and they were doing wheelies and tricks and everything. But I was so enamored by them that I didn't even whip out my camera fast enough to take pictures of them doing wheelies. And they had the whole beach mesmerized. And they do that every week. So they love their bikes. They had everybody stop doing whatever they was doing to watch them do them tricks. They must have made like 50 passes back and forth, doing wheelies, riding on the handlebars, standing up on the bikes, riding on the side. I was like, this is so cool. Look at my brothers. I was proud, man. Dangerous, but I was proud of them. They was giving us a show. I didn't get a chance to film it. But I said next time I go back, since I know what they be doing at it, I'll be set up next time to get it for y'all so y'all can see. That's what young dudes do, man. You showed out. You used to get a car and drive 100 miles an hour for no reason. You did it. You know what I'm saying? I did it. We got our bikes. When we little, we didn't even know how to willy. We didn't know how to ride a bike good. We was trying to willy. So everybody do things, man. So no, let them brothers do what they gonna do. That's why I said we gotta learn to promote, man. That's what they gonna do. You go over and try to tell them not to do that, man, they might hit you in your freaking mouth. Why you coming over here telling us what to do, old dude? Let's stay in your lane. And They'll be rightfully so. You shouldn't be in your lane. You know what I'm saying? They over there trying to impress the little girls walking on the beach in their bikinis. But let them do what they gonna do. They'll never shut down nobody else's entertainment. You did it. I know you did. I've been in the car with you when you driving 100 miles an hour for no reason, with no seatbelt on. So they usually want to talk about what somebody else is doing. No, let them dudes do what they do. What we need to do is sell them some helmets, some leather jackets, so they don't get no, when they fall, they don't have no road rash. Nice gloves, right? Boots. Yeah, stay in your lane. Learn to appreciate. We did the same stupid stuff. I know I've been in my car when I first got my first few cars. I'd be on the highway doing 100 miles an hour in between cars like it wasn't nothing for no reason. And if somebody had said something to me, I told them to go sit your old ASS down when you get slapped. That's when I was rebellious as heck. So now I'm older, wiser. I see, okay, that don't make sense to me. Why am I only going down the street to get a sandwich? What am I doing 100 miles an hour for? It's being stupid. Young dudes do that. It's more of a challenge thing. They don't have a lot of activity. That's why we need to come over there to get them stuff to do, man. If you notice, everything I've been saying, we got to include these 20-somethings. You've heard me say it, because they don't have anything to do. So that's why they're doing this. They finally get them enough money to get them a bike. They want to impress the little, you know what I'm saying, the little 20-something girls. Exactly. And before you know it, later on that night, they got one of them beach balls. You know what I mean by beach balls? Bouncing up and down on one of them bikes. And that's what the show was about. Since we know that now, right, we get together and buy a huge space and bring those type of bikes from everywhere. We could bring, but they just getting them from China from what I'm realizing. So we could bring them from America, we could bring them from China, we could bring them from Italy, we could bring them from France, we could bring them from Germany. If we work together and stop being so childish in our thinking, we could go all over the world if we band it together and bring them bikes from everywhere and give them a choice other than the Chinese bikes. Because them bikes break down a lot. Bring them some quality bikes and try to keep the prices affordable so they can get them. They will love us. We be the talk of the country. Exactly. There you go. Now you're thinking the right way. But I haven't seen that. We could sponsor a bike show and all the dudes in the country, and then we can give prize money, right? We can make them pay an entry fee, XYZ, you know what I'm saying, $10 a piece or something. But we don't want to make it too high for them, $10, $15, $20 a piece. And then we're charged to get into space, right? And we have all the dudes doing the tricks, standing up on the bikes, dudes doing wheelies, you know what I'm saying, dudes riding along each other, jump on each other, all that stuff they doing automatically. Charged to get in at a certain venue, right? And then whoever wins or whatever, we have best this, best that, best this, they have trophies made big as them. It's a lot we can do, man. We can't do it if we too busy picking at each other for ideas. I can come up with a million ideas. I had a bunch of businesses. Yeah, you can't be picking at folks. I'm gonna keep harboring on that till I don't see nobody doing that no more. I'm giving you real game. I'm giving you real knowledge. I ain't heard nobody talking like this. I'm subscribed to over 100, 200 people. I don't hear nobody talking like this. And I'm not trying to like say I'm super brilliant. I'm just telling you what I saw. I'm not even giving you like my take on it. I'm giving you what I saw as I was there and how I saw that movement and how we can get in there and make some money with it. If people are willing to work together. Now, if you got the kind of bread where you don't need no help, then hey, by all means, I done gave you 10 ideas. Go over there and knock the socks off for free. Then when I ask for a pledge, I'm begging. And I'm supposed to sit up here and allow you to say that. Man, you guys, something else. Something else. Just gave you 10 ideas for free. 10. I give you 20 more right now, just for the hell of it. Like over there, they don't really drink a lot of coffee. So you might not want to just do a coffee business. You be sitting around in there drinking coffee all by yourself. What would be a better idea? Sports bar. They love their football. They love their football. That's soccer. Dude, they love that. Better, instead of getting a coffee shop, coffee shop people, get a sports bar. So just get you another one. And have plasmas all around. Like, because when I go into sports bars, the ones I've been in over there, they got these little bitty ones. Now, when you open up your joint, have it looking like, what's that joint? Buffalo Wild Wings. I've been speaking your language. What the hell you talking about, man? Been speaking your language. You ain't been listening. Yeah, no, I wouldn't say open air because, you know, you're going to have your rainy season. You're going to have your rainy season. So you're going to have to, it can be open, but those, you need to have a closed environment. Half of it needs to be closed, and then you can have the other half open, okay? Or have it where you can shut, like you come to Chicago, the way we have it in Chicago, you got your storefront, and it's 1,000 feet back, right? It's 1,000 feet back, and at the front here, they done knocked out the whole front facing, right? And just installed windows. The windows are made like, it's not really shutters. It's like, I forgot what those windows are called. Jason probably can help me out with the windows. They fold in on each other, you slide them back. And that whole front opens. And then they pull the chairs out right on the sidewalk, and it leads right onto the inside. So something like that would definitely work, right? You get them because they got the big huge TVs over there, but they just don't buy them. So if you go in there and you buy you some 52s or 60-inch TVs and get like 15 of them going across the whole front and have, because they got cable there, so get the cable with the sports package and have football games from all over. So you can have 10 whole games going on from all over the world. And you will be a billionaire. Yeah, and then you need to have brand new freezers. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Accordion doors. That's it. Thank you. Merchandise will be available. Yes, I'll be coming up with my merch. Thank you for reminding me, Jason. Yes, we'll be having merch soon. So for all you who don't want to contribute because you think you ain't getting no value out of what I'm saying, maybe you would like some of the designs that I create on my merch, and you will support me that way. For you cynics out there, we'll bring out some merch for you to buy really slick, because I went to school for graphic design, so I got some really good skills. Okay, but back to what I was saying. So not only do you need the big 60-inch TVs, you gotta have a liquor license, which would probably be easy for you to get in Africa. Piece of cake. You got bread coming from the West, so you better get a liquor license with no problem. But what you need to have the very best freezers that you can get in that country, because you want your stuff to be the coldest in the country. If you have that, along with them TVs in a pretty nice space, and bring in some really beautiful, the most beautiful barmaids you can find, dude, you'll be a billionaire. Or lady, or sister, you'll be a billionaire. 2 years, yeah, you'll be a billionaire. And then what you do, once you get one successful spot, go on the other side of town, get another one. Go on the other side of town to get another one. On the other side, get another one. Or franchising. How about you get one joint that's really successful and franchise it, and then guys like me, you know what I'm saying, or somebody else can come in and buy the franchise rights with you, and then they could be over there running that one, and you still could get a royalty. Something like that. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Something like Hooters. Yeah. These are the things that will get you, but you need to come over there and you need to be with somebody that can really see what's happening, to understand how business works. Okay? You watch the movement of the people and you develop a business around their natural tendencies. So you're not trying to impose some stuff you think that's going to work because it works in the West. Then you're going to be over there stuck. You're going to be stuck like Chuck. Yeah. Be straight up stuck. I notice a lot of them are having a hard time getting really good freezers. So when you get a lot of the beverages, they be like, they don't even be really that cold. They be like, man, you got that cold? They're like, no, man, this is all we got. God, no. You get some really new high-powered freezers. You get your stuff. It's like where it gives you a brain freeze. Dude, you get rich. You get rich. Oh, another business. Let me give y'all another free one. The ice business. You'll get rich in the ice business. Yeah. Get those machines that we got over here. You go fill up the ice. You just take a bag, put your $1.50, $2 in there, and the ice come out, tie it up, have your cooler, put your cooler up under there. Man, if you bring one of them machines where they could drive right up to it or walk right up to it, an ice house where you creating the big blocks of ice, you'll get rich. You'll get rich. Yes, 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 and yes. Roadside ice, yes. Because they don't believe in ice like that. When you get over there, we like ice a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So when you go there, ask them for ice, they be looking at you like, ice? Yeah, man, bring me some ice. Y'all bring me this old lukewarm beverage. Give me some ice. They look at you like, why you want some ice? I swear to God, if you was able to do that, set the machines up all over the country, you would literally be a billionaire overnight. They be wanting ice, it's just that ain't nobody really got it like that. Since they ain't got it, they ain't got to the point where they don't even want it. They don't even ask for it. Just if they would have that machine and you keep the price really low, like $1 a bag or something like that, you get rich. Off of ice. Have it going through a filter in the machine where it's all filtered, all the contaminants out. And make sure you keep your machines spotless, clean on the inside, and you'll get rich. These are the type of things that can make you a billionaire over there. Yeah. So good. Bottom line. Back on that last statement, only because they don't know what they want until they get introduced to it. And on one hand, but you go with the stuff that they already doing, like they're already, because you got a problem with the freezers, okay? So I know that the Continental brothers and sisters got a problem with it too. But the fact is, nothing is going to change. So they just like, forget it. Just give me the lukewarm beverage. They done just got it cool to accepting it. But then if you open up your joint and you got brand new freezers and that stuff is so cold, but it's giving them a brain freeze, them other places are going to go out of business. So they really don't know because they've been so used to and conditioned to deal with it. And we can show them that, hey, you don't have to deal with that. You ain't got to deal with not having ice. This hip machine here produces good quality ice, good tasting ice for you for $1. They would come get ice, dude. I'm telling you. But the fact is, there's no way to get it. They didn't resign themselves to the fact, okay, we can't get it, so they don't even ask for it no more. But if that machine popped up, and they see us going there filling up coolers, and then you can, you can do a promotional, because I'm good at that. You pay some nice, beautifully looking young lady with the right dimensions. Right? And have her out there for several weeks giving away free ice. Yeah. Have her out there for 4 weeks in a row, right? And people gonna stop and look at her just because she look good, right? And since people are walking, they're already walking. They're gonna walk right past your joint. She's standing there looking like $1,000,000, right? And you can have bags on standby, and she could just get them bags of ice. After that 1 month, you can start charging. I guarantee you, you'll have a line that'll be about a mile long. You just gotta know how to promote. That's cool. Y'all stick with your boy. I'll show you. You're gonna get some value out of this channel. Get some value out of this channel. These are all the ideas that me and my guys be chopping up West Coast when we get sleepy. When we talk about these type of ideas, I'm only doing them here in the divided states. Yeah, they'll be fighting over it. Exactly. They'll be fighting over that ice. They'll be fighting in line. We'll have to have armed security patrolling the line to keep everybody in line. Get caught fighting or arguing or whatever, you get pulled out of line and you don't get no ice that day. See, we'll make some consequences. They'll start abiding by them if they see that we standing on it and we ain't letting it go. You just got to stand on your word. And we'll put a sign right above the machine or the rules. Okay, in order for you to get ice here, you got to abide by these rules. And the fact that you set in this line, you agree to it. And we'll have it in several different languages. Top 3. Yeah. We want to keep people safe. So it's your job to make sure when they're in line, they don't murder each other over because somebody got in front of you. You know? But they will get busy with you. Step in front of one of the Continental brothers and they've been standing in line and watch what happens. See, won't they get with you? See, won't they get with you? They don't care how big you is, none of that. They gonna get with you. The only problem is they step to me. I'm big. So all that yelling and stuff ain't gonna scare me. You know? You have great ideas, bro. Brings out so much creativity in us. Yeah. That's why we need to work together, stick together. We go come over there as a group of individuals, right? Ain't no jobs waiting for us. So we got to create businesses, and we got to create businesses that's going to enhance and improve the quality of life of our Continental brothers and sisters. And in exchange for that service, we'll make some shekels. We'll make some shillings to be able to take care of us and our families and provide jobs. Okay? That's what I'm promoting. And I'm hoping I'm able to go over there with quite a few of us so we can do this. Okay? If not, I already told Jason, if not, Then it's just gonna be me, my son, hopefully him, if he get his ducks in a row, and his son. His son 21, mine 25. Right? Us folk can go over there, and if we work together, we'll be good. He got a business brain, I got a business brain. My son had worked in my businesses, right? I think Jason's son is an industrial welder. I was an industrial welder. So he can help on building the container homes. We gonna be good overall. But I want us to be deep. I want us to roll through an area and be like, all right, right here. We're gonna plant our flag right here. This is the Sierra Leonean American spot. This is our city right here. We're gonna start a city right here. It's gonna start off as a village, town, right? Then a small city. Yep. And all it takes is one person. There's enough people that believe in it and contribute to it. We need a quality, we need a bona fide business class. That's why I don't mind giving y'all ideas. We need a bona fide business class. That could bring cash. Bring cash towards yeah. You basically saying like porta potties. Porta potties. It can. I'm just trying to think of who would be using it. Because most people just go out, you know, side of the building, side of the road, behind a tree. That's the custom. Males and females do that. So, could you get them to transition from doing what they normally do to going to use the porta potty? You will have to test that theory, right? You have to probably get enough of them, maybe 10, and put them in strategically placed spots where there's a lot of folks, right? And leave it alone to sit it there and just see what people would do with it. I don't remember seeing a whole lot of them, but I really wasn't looking, so I can't be for certain, but that's what I'm seeing. I've seen girls just go right on the side of the building and squat. You know what I'm saying? So this is what they do. It is what it is. Cool. You know what I'm saying? So now, that's what they normally been doing, what they've been doing forever and a day. Now, are you going to be able to get them to stop that and transition into the porta potty business? Into the porta potty. You'll have to put some porta potties over there and see. You might have to invest in 5 or 10 of them, put them around town by the markets. Maybe they will use it, especially the ladies that work in the markets, because they work in the markets for 10 hours a day. So they just basically going on the side around the corner and buy a tree and, you know, lift up their dressing. There it is. We'll have to test that. Truck stops. Yes, truck stops work. I know in Ghana, you go into the northern part of Ghana from Accra, it's only like 1 or 2 spots where you can stop. And they not like the truck stops we used to. So if you bring our type of truck stop that we have here in the West to the African continent, yes, you can do pretty good. You have world-class cooks, like the best cooks that you can find in the country. And open up restaurants, because you got to figure out how does the truck stop make their money. They make their money on fuel and the snacks, and the coffee, the teas, the oil, the coolant, little flares and flags, and miscellaneous stuff. That's where they make their money in. You know what I mean? And definitely food. So if you brought in 4 or 5 different restaurants, especially some European stuff, like, it ain't no problem to me. I don't have a problem if it's European if we making money from it. So let's say, for instance, We're not really the originators of pizza pies, but we like pizza, right? So if we are able to bring, say, a Giordano's like we have here in Chicago, or a Home Run Inn, or a pizza, a Fiesta Pizza, that type of level of pizza to the African continent, yeah, brothers and sisters will lose their minds. If you bring smothered chicken, they lose their mind. I don't even eat chicken, but I ain't never seen smothered chicken there. So if you brought our level of smothered chicken to them with the type of seasonings that our people like to use, to the brothers and sisters, they will lose their religion. If you brought like funnel cake, caramel popcorn, you brought peanut brittle, all the type of stuff that we are accustomed to that we don't think nothing of, you bring that there and give it away for a while so they can get accustomed to it, they will beat a path to your door. That will work if you, and then make it to where they can spend the night, clean toilets, right? Very well lit, because there's no street lights and the roads are not illuminated. So if you have that place really lit up, a lot of bathrooms, and you keep enough staff where they really, really clean, and then you got world-class food, and every other little thing they need, like they like to wear bandanas for the sweat, and all the other little stuff, t-shirts, underwear, socks, and then oh my God, if you had showers, shut your mouth. That's a foreign concept. Then so like deodorant and little socks and tank tops and stuff where people can change. And then if you had like really, really hot water and consistent water with consistent flow, because what you'll notice is that a lot of African places you go, turn the water on, the first 2 seconds it come out like it's really on something, and then it just starts to a drip. So since I know that, when I go there, I already have my stuff lighted up. So as soon as I turn it on, I like hurry up, get the soap off before we run out. Okay. So if you had consistent flow, you just don't understand how rich you would be. You don't understand. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. Well, I'm giving y'all $1 million a game over here. My man said he on the fence about the Patreon. What? Dude, why you saying that in good faith? Thank you, no problem. My pleasure. Yeah. That's the type of things that we need to be chopping it up about, people. And then working with each other to get it done. We don't have to go over there and do the stuff that we do over here and try to be some big shot individual by ourselves. No, we need to go over there and work together as a team to get these ideas popping. Because unless people going there with hundreds of thousands, I don't see how y'all plan on getting this stuff done. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe everybody that come over here got hundreds of thousands. Then when I ask for a pledge, now all of a sudden everybody broke. I don't get how we gonna get this done. And I'm coming up and giving you all ideas on how we can get it done by collective cooperative finance or truck business. So sometimes you already know. I just said, well, you probably didn't catch it. Oh, God. Oh. Sorry about that. Remember what I said. Remember what I said. I've already covered this, but I'll take the time to cover it again. No problem. You want to just watch the movement of the people to figure out what works and what don't work. You don't want to come over there and superimpose your ideas that you think that's going to work over here in the West. Like over here in the West, the country is built on a system. The system is containers come in from all over the world to the ports. Once they come into the ports, they take them off the barges, right? They put them on the rails. The rails bring them to a central point. Then the truck drivers go to the central point, pick the containers up from the rails, and we take it to the individual businesses. That's the way logistics work in the United States. That doesn't mean that that same type of system exists over there. So you'll be in error if you think that it's going to work the same way over there. Right? From me talking to the few folks that I did talk to, they say truck drivers do not make any money. So if the drivers ain't making no money, that means the company is not charging those type of rates. So there's probably not going to be enough money for me, considering I come from the West and I'm over here making this certain kind of money over here. So why would I leave an operation where I'm doing well to go over there to make money? Well, it'll seem like I'm at McDonald's. So that's not smart. So no, I wouldn't do that. Just because I love driving trucks over here because of the wealth that I'm able to accumulate doing it. And once my son comes in, I already got the other truck ready for him, and he starts driving for the company, I'm gonna do even better. Okay? Yeah, exactly. Plus the roads in it. Oh my God. Yeah, they don't have the same level of professionalism with truck drivers over there as over here. Over here we heavily regulated by the federal government. Over there, you pretty much do whatever you want to do. Almost. And what's the telltale sign? Most of the truck drivers you see, most of the trucks you do see are on the side of the road broke down. I'm like, man, why is somebody else broke down? Look at the trucks are like 20, 30 years old. See how you rarely ever see a brand new truck. I let you know they're not really getting bread like this, so I'm not going to do that. No. I'm going in some whole different direction. I'm not saying I'm going to leave my trucking business. Oh, I'm still going to keep operating my trucking business. You know, it ain't nobody but me and my son, because most dudes, I try to get to work for me, they be jealous. Oh man, I'll get over there and work for you, get over here, start shenanigans. They make a real good week. Next week, oh man, my pinky toe hurt, so I got to go to the foot doctor. I'm like, all right, cool, man. Then you know they don't realize I'm paying attention. Very next week after they make a good paycheck, my other pinky toe hurt. You know, then I start biting my lip. I want to say something like, okay, let me just give 3 strikes. And we got to that. Oh, it's my girl's birthday, man, so I need the whole weekend off. Ooh, weekend. I know, man, I know, but you know, gotta be there for my girl's birthday. Stuff. Maybe you might hit it big, maybe you bust, maybe you gonna probably, most of us gonna bust. We think we're gonna go over there and just superimpose our idea on the folks, and they don't even rock with that like that. You know? They don't even rock with that like that. We'll see, facts. We'll see what people say. Let's see. What up? Can't see worth nothing. You know, blind as a bat. What up? What up? Now she been there. So tell us a thing or two. We've been in Nigeria. One of my 2 mates. She's been to Gambia and Senegal with me. She'll tell you, looked around, we seen business. You don't want to go over there and just take your idea from over here thinking it's going to work. You want to see what the people are already into. You know? Then create your business plan around that. You'll have a better chance for success. You can introduce them to some things. But I would say if you're going to introduce them to something, I would start with food. Like ice, food, cold beverages, that type of thing. That sports thing will help because they love their football. Man, they be in there screaming so loud. The first time I was at one of them suckers, I didn't know it was that serious. I'm in there eating, and all of a sudden they started screaming. I thought the place was being robbed. I didn't know what was happening. I wasn't looking at TV. Now they started getting into football, whatever, soccer. But I didn't know what the hell they were screaming about. I saw that, and instantly I started thinking money. Make your beers coldest in the whole country. That's freezers, first coolers, or whatever they call it. 60-inch joints jumping off all around the front. Yeah, you keep really good finger food. That's the recipe for make buildings. I just can't see myself. If you folks that don't really care, hey, boy, I did for you. Another thing, there's no good burger joints there. I don't eat burgers. A lot of people do. If you was able to make a world-class hamburger, you would get rich. Yes. Let's speed up now. I'm already over here. You can make a world-class hamburger and get rich. Make some curly fries and some milkshakes. See, I'm giving y'all all this game. I know I can get a pledge now. Y'all go to the cash app, hit that cash app. $ rakinkhaliq. RAKINKHALIQ. Susan, put that in the chat for me. $ RAKINKHALIQ. Y'all going and playing something to your boy for all these great ideas I'm just giving away for free. Yeah. Just giving y'all these ideas. Y'all have them. Go ahead. Y'all, we come from that mindset over here. Oh man, don't tell nobody your idea. Tell nobody your idea. That's the kind of culture we come from. Here I am telling you totally different. I gave you 10 ideas easy. Susan, put that in the chat for me. The cash app link. $ RAKINKHALIQ. Jason, you here put it in there. One of y'all put it in there. Or somebody put it in there. Thank you, baby. Mwah. Smooches, smooches, smooches to you. Thank you. Yep. So what's up? What's up, Susan? You back in the Divided Snakes, huh? I know you miss it, right? I know I do. That's all I talk about. Ain't nothing else to talk about. Everything else is boring to me. Exactly. On the plantation, in the illusion, in the matrix, in the Divided Snakes. You know what I'm saying? In the hells of North America. We can go on and on. We can give it with all kind of names. Yeah, I miss it terribly too. I ain't gonna lie though. I ain't gonna lie, Susan. I didn't like Senegal. I didn't like Senegal. I won't be going back to Senegal. That French thing, nah. Now the Gambia, oh yeah. Gambia, me and the Gambian got a love affair. I will be going back to the Gambia. Sure will. Sure will. did too. I took the direct flight back. Same one I used to get there. I flew from when I got finished with Sierra Leone. But I like Gambia much better. Yeah, of course, me too. Yeah, I love it. I flew from Sierra Leone back to Dakar, Senegal, then from Dakar back to JFK, and JFK to what's that other one? O'Hare. So it was a lot of flights, but at least it was a direct flight. That's definitely a better way for us to go, as opposed to going up to Europe and then coming back down to Africa. It's the dumbest stuff in the world, but that's the way a lot of these places got it. It keeps the Europeans getting money. You know? Yeah, that was a direct flight to school. You can catch the Delta there, so. I had been there. Y'all heard y'all missed y'all flights. I missed my flight too for Senegal. I got there a day late. They were so courteous and just, I ain't about to explain it hard. They gave me a new ticket with no problem, man. Delta is definitely the business. The Sierra Leone trip, we got a contract with Brussels. Brussels Air. Air Brussels, I think it's called. It is what it is, but I would love to have it if Delta had those, Delta is definitely the way to go. If they had those lanes, Delta would have that lane going to Sierra Leone. That's why we got to use Brussels Air. Yeah. It's a beautiful day, guys. You gotta run to a meeting. Stay safe, bro. Absolutely. Thank you. Appreciate you coming me out. More than welcome over here. Be here. You know what I'm saying? What's your next trip before you leave? What's your next trip before you leave? Where you going next? Let all these people know who's first timers gonna get their first time going after. What's your plan for your next trip? Going where? Before you run. Thinking about going to Nigeria in August. Right now it's May, so May, June, July, August. Give me 3 months to save up the money. So I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go to Nigeria in August. Definitely on my to-do list. So I got the flyer. Maybe going. I'm still debating. The trip ain't up in 10 days. Yeah, some of the ideas I wanted to give you guys. Can't say you ain't getting no value, especially for your newcomers. And even for folks who've been there, just haven't thought about it in this way. You know, I was able to chop it up with some good people over there. And the folks who do this trading of the stocks and crypto and all that, yeah, they continue doing that over there. I definitely plan on doing that. Soon drop in cashapp. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. That's what I'm talking about. I'm giving you 7 trips of experience. So, Big Nation, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've been to 6. I've been to 6 African nations. So I'm giving you the experience of 6 times to Africa in 6 different nations. My assessment of what I saw. Okay? Now if you were going to South Africa, I'd be saying something different. Because South Africa, the market there is different than the one from Sierra Leone. And different from the one in Ghana. Now if we were going to South Africa, I wouldn't be telling you to invest in sandals. If you go to South Africa, you want to invest in gym shoes. They love gym shoes like we love gym shoes. Nikes, Adidas, Reebok, you know what I'm saying? Fila. I'll be telling you to get into the gym shoe business because you'll make a killing in South Africa with gym shoes. Now you take that same business, you bring up to Sierra Leone, you're gonna be in there looking at gym shoes for a while. Everybody over there wears sandals. This is the benefit of having one of your sons spent his own money touring the African continent. Wasn't in the military, as I always say. It wasn't for no school, wasn't no stipend, wasn't doing no reports, wasn't doing it for no job. I did it because I want to know. So when I go over there, I don't be running around here spending unnecessary money on stuff that ain't gonna work. You know? The brothers and sisters over there don't even mess with it. And you is thinking you finna get bread and you gonna be sitting around there looking crazy. And don't spend your look, come over there with your last money and put your faith in this idea because you think it's gonna work. And then you get over there and put it in there, and then the brothers ain't even messing with that. They mess with a whole different thing. And then you be sitting there looking like, why is it not working? You know? Yeah. I was talking to some guys in South Africa when I was in Joburg. Like, man, I was like, what kind of business y'all think would work here? I wasn't trying to go to them and tell them what I thought was going to work. No. I asked a good question from the right demographic, right? 20-something crowd. Hey, man, they worked in the kitchen and working in the hotel, bellhops and some of the housekeepers. Hey, what would be a good business if I'm coming from United States? What would be a good business I can start here and make money instantly? Everybody said gym shoes. Yeah. So now that made me start looking down, because at first I wasn't even looking down at people's feet. Now when we go for the rest of the trip, I'm looking down at people's feet, and I started seeing exactly what they were saying. They got, man, nice kicks. They like kicks like we like kicks. So if I went to South Africa to repatriate, I would get a gym shoe store. Joe Wood. Or a restaurant. They love their restaurants. Or a club. They can have strip clubs. They love their strip clubs. Nightclub. They love their sports bars. They love their clothes. They don't necessarily dress in the traditional African dress. They dress more European. So if you open up a store and you selling traditional African wares, yeah, you'll be sitting there looking at them for a while. You went there and brought out them European cut suits and European cut jeans and tops. Oh yeah, you finna clean up. Yeah, if you get a restaurant, buy the land next to it, and have a real legitimate parking lot with it's paved with proper lines and stuff, because they don't have that. They'll have a nice restaurant, and then you'll have to park on wherever. You just have to figure out where you got to go park it. If you get a nice space and buy the land next door and make a really nice parking lot, then you can make a killing. Because most places you got to park in 2 blocks and walk down to the restaurant. Then you 2 blocks away, can't hit the alarm. Dude's been in smash your window, right? Because they saw some chains in the cup holder. These are the type of things that I could bring to everybody after all these years of going over there. People don't tell you this. You'll go over there and see how they got the restaurant set up, and you will just mimic what's already happening and not even pay attention that the parking is the most important thing. Get a parking lot where you can put 2 buses on there and have about 25 cars. If you was able to do that, you would make a killing. When them tourists come in, right? Extra staff to handle those buses, you'll make a killing. Because a lot of folks over there, places, they got good food, but they don't have the wherewithal to handle 2 buses at the same time and 25 cars. Nope. They never even thought about that. And that's where we come in and think about stuff like this. Yeah. Okay, guys, we've been on here for 3 hours. Y'all been riding with me. I'm at work, so I don't mind talking to y'all. Y'all got any questions? Give y'all some minutes to come up with some questions. And if y'all don't have any questions, I'm gonna jump off and wait on my supposedly cash apps. Y'all say y'all gonna see it. Talking about some Bitcoin with it today. Okay. Y'all got any questions? As America's apple pie. That's a nice look. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Are we waiting on people to come up with some questions? Y'all go to the cash app, $rakinkhaliq, RAKINKHALIQ. Again, that's $RAKINKHALIQ. Or you can go to Patreon. Patreon.com/GoHamLifestyle. I will soon drop again. Oh, that's not that. I read that. How easy. How easy, difficult is it, bureaucracy in starting a business? It's super simple. Super simple. Just as easy as starting a business in America, as far as paperwork wise. Go down to the Corporate Affairs Commission, check and see if the name is available, whatever name you're trying to name it. free. And if your name is available, fill out the paperwork. Fill out the paperwork. Submit the paperwork. And pay 20. What's got here? Ooh-wee. That's dangerous. Fill out the paperwork like you would do for any other corporation and pay $25. And I think it takes 48 hours to be in business. Super simple. You officially, you gotta go to the tax office. Just another file. Same thing you gotta do here, basically. Very easy. Good question though. Very, 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 very easy. And we're going to be able to help you do that as well. Folks who are not really cool with filling out corporate paperwork and all that type of stuff. We'll be setting up some people to help us do it. That's what I say. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about, man. We going to be good. Folks who ride with me, we going to be good. Because whatever you don't know, we going to get the people in front of you who do know. Help us out, so you ain't gotta like stumble through this process. And I stumbled through it because I had to do it. You know what I mean? We're gonna take care of y'all. Bring in the compliance guy so you speak to him. Get the paperwork for you. We'll arrange for you to go over there to the corporate Affairs Commission. Basically gonna hold your hand. That's what I'm saying. Like y'all saying that this is not worth. This information is not worthy of a pledge of a contribution. I'm like, wow. I'm like, wow. So you want to go over there and figure this all out on your own? Okay. Make your own connections, huh? And I've already made the connections for us. I already been vetted a few people. I've already dealt with them several times, right? But you gonna go over there and figure out your own network by yourself. Yeah, buddy. Like cars, they don't get in. Don't get in. Brother out. I'm over here, my throat is sore from talking. I want to give y'all as much content as possible because I'm new, so I'm trying to, carve out my niche. My niche is to be real, not to be, and it's a blog, so just see what I'm doing. You see what I do? I'm working. All my blogs are going to be from a work perspective until we actually set foot on the continent, and then I switch, right? I switch the blog to me having fun, me going to the beach, me going to the restaurants, us kicking it, us having real conversations, right? Showcasing the country. Okay? That's the create my own lane when it comes to this. Yep. So that was a good question. Thank you. Any more questions before I get out of here? My throat is sore. I just stopped to get some tea. Got some honey in here. I might have some tea in there. I gotta look. I always have all kind of stuff. And make me some tea later. Soothe my throat. Now all this content got my throat hurt. That's okay, cause I gotta do what I gotta do so I can get y'all to see the real about what's going on. So when we go over there, we can compete against some other nations that's over there that found found their way in West Africa and think that they got it on lock. We finna go over there and displace them because they ain't got it on lock. They think they do. They don't. I see the holes in their game. I see it. We can displace these people. They think they got it on lock. They ain't got it on lock. Don't let them fool you. Come here talking about, now they got 75,000 farms. I don't care what they got. They ain't got it on lock. I can't guarantee you that. If enough of us went over there with the same mindset, like we finna get this bread and we're gonna work together to get it, the brothers and sisters are gonna back our move. They're gonna back our play because we can identify. They can identify with us. And we know the shared history. People were taken from those countries and enslaved was their people, which was our people. So we got a legitimate ancestral claim to that land. Them other foreigners that's there, they ain't got that. They don't have that. So we can paint them as invaders, exploiters. They can't in turn. They can't paint us in that light. Especially if we got all the brothers and sisters working for us and working with us. All right, well, we're gonna jump off. I don't see no more questions. So hope y'all got some value out of this. I hope you got some real good content. Hope you guys don't mind going over to the Cash App and pledging something. I take it and put it right on crypto. Right? So we can take those pledges and use the power of crypto in order to grow that money exponentially. And then I'm ultimately gonna put that with some of my money, go over there and buy about 100 to 200 acres so we can build a community so we can live in it together and work as a community, right? Commune with liberty, with unity, right? I want to build those type of container homes in this community so we can be showcased. Somebody sent me something saying that they're doing something similar here in the States. Like they already copying us. That's cool. We'll be the first ones on the African continent to do it. So it is what it is. Imagine container homes built on that level. 100 of them, different styles. Man, yeah, we're gonna be good. And then we're working together with cooperative economics, group economics, and we do some recycling. We're going green, we're going, you know what I'm saying, the minimalist lifestyle. We don't need to take a whole lot of stuff over there. Not really. But this is what we're trying to do. I hope y'all believe in you guys. And we're going to be bringing y'all more content. And if you got any suggestions of stuff y'all want me to cover, I can still give you my 4 years of traveling to the African continent in 6 different countries. You might have a question that I don't really cover. And you can go to the email. It's gohamtrucking@gmail.com. gohamtrucking@gmail.com. I like this color on this truck. Let's check it out. It's like a peach. Got big stacks. It's a nice truck. Good old boys. See. All right, we're going to jump off. Maybe I'll see y'all on the Patreon side of the game. I got a lot of stuff over there. But you're going to see on YouTube. So you get to see a lot of different things. I think it's the same thing, but it's not. It's totally different stuff over there. I truly appreciate your lives. No problem. I'll be looking at the Cash App so we can put it on the Bitcoin. I'll send you a personalized thank you. But we'll be going live later if I see something or somebody come to me with a good question on either in the chat or on the or on the email, and then I might come back to address it after I get some tea in. All right, love you.